Oh shit, no.
Okay.
Just leave that shit running. I edit the fucking beginning of it.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to end this live video? No, slut. Welcome, motherfuckers.
Welcome.
Back to Cuts and Shit. It's boy KB back in the building for episode, it should be 58.
58 it is.
And of course, I'm in here with Mr. Sean.
What up, what up?
And to the left of me is my sister, Kiana.
Hey.
And brother-in-law, CBA. I'm sure y'all familiar with CBA, though. He's been on the show before.
Yeah.
Now, I got roped into this one.
Yeah,
Kinda,
did you?
sorta. I mean, you know, the plan is to record anyway. But after the last episode, I put out some shit like that, or at least posted on fucking Instagram.
Yeah. I was like, where the other 30 minutes at?
Yeah, it is what it is, but we're gonna redo it.
Okay.
But my sister hit me like, I wanna come on the show. And I ain't gonna tell you what you wanna talk about yet,
Okay.
because we can't start with that.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
We gotta find a cool segue.
Mm-hmm.
As just like the previous episode,
Oh, shit.
we are sponsored by
Oh, yeah.
me, bitch. Cutsbykb.com.
Yeah.
Go buy some shit.
Go grab
you
some
know,
shit,
hand
man.
products, barber accessories.
So, do you got any trimmers?
I sold them.
Because you booked up. And I can shake myself up and shit like that. I need some trimmers.
I'll get them.
Because I was gonna actually go. That was the plan today, to go find some trimmers. But I'm like, wait, my man sells shit. But glad I asked you.
Y'all heard that though, right?
Yeah.
That's how the process is supposed to go.
I know, right?
The process is, who do I know
Yeah.
that sells this shit? Let me contact them motherfuckers first. That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, it just don't happen all the time.
Absolutely not.
People
Yeah,
pivot
right.
and target real fast.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, my guy, you see the shit on the table, go buy some shit.
There we go. Fully stocked up and buying more shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, we sponsored by
You.
what we said we sponsored by. And that's KUTZBYKB. Don't forget, just like the podcast. And while you're at it, follow us at Cuts and Shit Podcast. It's at, what is it? KUTZNSHIT _ podcast.
You'll get
That's
it
the
one
part,
day.
yeah.
One day it'll flow.
One day it'll flow. But follow the fucking podcast page, and for all, you know, barbering needs, if you're in the city, follow my barbering page. That's at KB _ cuts. Everything is KUTZ. So if you can't find me, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. So that's, I guess, by it being, what's today's date? January 20th, right?
Inauguration day.
Inauguration
Oh, yeah. We got a
day.
new president.
Did y'all look
Yeah.
at that shit?
Absolutely not.
I did.
I peeped it. I peeped it.
I watched some of it, like right before.
I watched one come out. I thought she had blue on. I said it was purple.
Who?
Yeah, it was,
Kamala
it was
Harris.
purple.
Yeah.
Oh, she had on
Yeah, it
purple?
was
Yeah, I thought it was blue. I was typing like, well, she had a Nipsey blue on. They was like, no, she got purple. I said, oh, okay. Purple was royal.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
It was cool.
I did see her real quick like this though.
Yeah,
I don't be having time to watch shit when I'm in the shop. It be the TV be on, but I don't really be looking at it.
it was different.
Yeah.
So what's your takeaway, sister? Since you probably actually sat there and watched it.
The whole 12 hours.
No, hell no. I tuned in like 11:05, like before she was sworn in.
What time did you stop watching it?
Probably about 12. I didn't watch it that long. My main purpose for watching it at that point on is because I wanted my daughter to come in, because literally I was crying. Like I didn't
I just
think
wanted to see
that I was
Kamala
going to
get
be.
one. That's
That's
all
what I
wanted
wanted her to see.
Another white man
And she
get
was like,
sworn and
"Mommy,
shit
why
like
you
that.
crying?" So I had to have that Black History
That
moment
Black History
with
moment.
her. Yeah, and
Yeah, that
then
was dope.
she understood after I
That was dope to
explained
Mm-hmm.
to her why I was, in my emotions or whatever.
And that's like I want to say not affirmation, but okay, Barack, he was sworn in. What was it? How many years ago was that?
12.
12 years
First
ago.
time.
Or something like that will never happen again. And whoop, lightning struck twice.
Right.
Got another.
Yeah.
Got a woman in. She identifies black and with Asian American. It's like happened twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Hold up.
But
I don't know if I'm being anal about what the fuck was just heard. She identifies as black.
Well, no, I won't say that's his.
That's politically correct.
That's me saying that, what she said.
Yeah,
What she said.
yeah, that's probably politically
Well, I mean, I
correct.
thought I was of the assumption
No, she,
that
she,
any black blood motherfucker.
she was black.
Yeah, he was-
That's me just saying, for lack of
he
better
was-
word.
yeah, he
I'm
was-
just talking.
I'm doing it for the extra people.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
mean-
People be dumb.
Yeah, you see?
There you go.
Sound.
There you go. There you go.
But no, to me, she's a black one. I mean,
Yeah, I mean-
I don't know no Asian people like, Jackie Chan was like, what the hell with no shit like that, but it's
Right.
like,
He said, "What the?"
And I'm pretty sure they wasn't, by any means embracing her, but
Because I didn't see
yeah, you didn't see
no
one.
Asians
No,
out in the
no,
crowd, anything like that, no dignitaries, no shit like that.
Nobody was
but-
happy to see
So
her.
she don't do no Tiger Woods shit. So she's black, not Blasian.
No.
She's never done that before? Good.
No. I'm saying no.
Well, at least said it
because-
out
I
loud
haven't-
in the
I
public.
haven't heard it.
See,
I haven't seen it.
and I'm weird
Oh,
about
man.
it because it's like I get why everyone is happy about it, and again, I'm happy about it. But then you got to peel back the onion a little bit too, though.
Oh yeah.
Because
I
it's
don't
like,
like onions.
just because she went to a HBCU, it's things that people are championing, but it's some stuff that's there that we need to kind of.
Yeah, because
You mean all the people she sent to prison?
Because onions
We
still
can
need
start
dirt
there,
to grow.
you know,
Onions
We
still
be
need
all
dirt
day.
to
We
grow.
got other shit to talk about.
We can start there, bro. That's
All vegetables
Yeah,
need dirt
again,
to
I don't
grow.
want to, right? Yeah, I don't want to discredit what it is, but I think it's like anything. I think in the beginning we're happy for the finally, and then we need to get to the business of it. Because even with Barack, it was a finally, but then
It felt good, but it's like
it felt
it's
good,
still
but
business as usual.
Yeah, nigga, because B613 is real.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the issue. And it's great, but it's like, did y'all do this for the warm and fuzzy, or did y'all do this really to help?
Mm-hmm.
Because the help is the part that don't never seem to come. All the good stuff comes, all the balloons and the hay and all the photo ops, all that's good. But the hood been the hood through 46 different presidents.
And
And
that right there is like, so we still adapt, we still adjust, we
Yeah.
still go.
Yeah, but that's why
So it's like on
that's why I'm
TV it
overly
looks
loving.
good.
yeah,
but
that's
it's
why I was like, hey, okay.
And
You
I'm
feel good
still
for a
gonna
moment.
try to
You
figure out
got
how
the
to
president
do my
to do
taxes.
everything.
It's
People
the
gotta
talk-
change themselves.
it's the talk of the week and shit like that.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
but
you don't change yourself in your own
But,
environment.
like,
You can't
well,
expect
if-
nobody else to do this shit.
if I'm a drug
Yeah, that's why I'm
dealer,
happy about it. That's why I'm just, it's cool.
the day of inauguration, I'm
still
I still
pushing
got, I still got drugs to sell tomorrow and shit like that. Like, you know.
I address to sell a day. I'm not even waiting. It's like, oh, they on TV? Hold, let me get this. Let me line them up first.
You know what I mean?
But
Like,
and that's the thing. I think sometimes that's the part that get missed. People get so excited with the pandering of it, but you're gonna still be the piece of shit you was yesterday.
And the thing
Can you
about,
help
like,
some kind of way?
to me, like the greatest song in the world to me, I'm just kind of going back, but the greatest song in the world ever written to me was Michael Jackson's "Man in the Mirror."
Yeah, because it starts with you.
It literally starts with you. The greatest song in the world to me, like where it's literally talking to you and about you and about everybody. It's my opinion. It's my opinion.
Okay, go on. Have your opinion, 'cause I got a rebuttal.
Man in the Mirror is literally talking about you and stuff like this. It's like, okay, we want Barack to do this, we want presidents to do this.
Yeah, but you
whatever,
don't want to do
whatever,
shit
whatever,
yourself.
whatever. And the presidents,
That's
they
the
are literally just
People.
puppets.
As,
They get pulled by strings.
as beautiful as that song is, don't nobody want to do that shit.
And that's the issue.
Like-
Nobody wants to do it. That's exactly the problem.
The higher percentage of society don't ever look in the mirror or the camera in this instance and say, there's something wrong with me.
Nope.
And that's fucked
People
up.
are
to me, like-
scared of their own truth.
Yeah. Self-awareness, exactly. Self-awareness is a big deal. And a lot of people
Don't have it.
don't have that shit.
Don't have it at all.
They don't look at themselves and say, what might be wrong with me?
I ain't
I
think
tell
about
motherfuckers I'm angry all the time. They say, what's your word straight? Nigga, I'm stubborn as fuck. I know.
Nigga, you've been stubborn ever since. Oh, let me just go back in time.
There you
Let's go
go.
back in time.
I'm consistent if nothing. Go ahead.
When it was you played football for no fees charges.
Mm-hmm.
I think you lost the game. We was all in the game or some shit like that. You came home and you was just mad about. You was just pissed off. You kicked out, quit, whatever. And I don't know what happened after that, but I think you quit or some shit like that. But I'm like, man, this nigga stubborn as a bitch. But then when your situation happened, I said, it's about to turn up a little bit more. And you're stuck in your ways. And I appreciate that.
Somebody, like, because with my situation, people always ask me that shit. Like, how do you do that shit? I'm stubborn as fuck. And if I feel like I'm going to lose, nigga, I'm going to lose it. I don't like to lose. I hate losing.
That's what I think. I think you didn't start or some shit like that in the game or some shit like that. But
Nah, the coach did some shit. It was stupid. And I ain't like it. And because
you was like 3 years old or some shit like that.
Coach this shit, and I ain't like it.
I got into it with at least one coach every season.
I remember that shit, man. Like we was up in fucking not Furley, but I forget the goddamn field, man. Off of Lock Raven and
Can't be telling stories and forgetting every fucking thing, Sean. You
It's
got
some
shit to talk about.
What's the school over the middle school over on Lock Raven in the Alameda, yo?
Lock Raven?
Yeah.
In the Alameda?
Whoa, no.
You talking about Chickapin?
Chickapin, yeah, Chickapin Field and shit like that.
Ain't
Yeah.
nowhere near it.
Yeah, there's a block. 2 blocks over.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
terrible
Allergic to
intersection.
East,
right
I'm
there.
allergic to East Baltimore. I have no idea what you're
My
talking
bad.
about.
I'm in the West Baltimore. I get over there.
Yeah,
I know Golden Dragon and
God damn it!
I'm on the GPS like turn here. Like, yo, nigga. Like,
Not
what?
just the dragon.
Yo.
God damn.
Can I give y'all another example real quick? I want to give y'all another example of my stubbornness, right? So, since we started doing the podcast again, right? The ones that you know have been published, even I don't like them. To be honest, because not saying I don't. It's parts of it that's cool, but then it's like I ain't like it too much. So I listened to Joe Budden podcast last week, and I'm listening to that shit. I'm like, yo, this shit flows so good. Like, this shit is such a cohesive event. Like, and them niggas know shit. Like, it's like while I was listening to that podcast, the only moments of silence was when they was playing music. And it was like, there was no moments.
Yeah.
So, after I listened, I didn't even listen to that whole fucking episode because I'm so stubborn, I started getting mad at the shit. So, I said, I'm gonna read. Like, nigga, I started reading, nigga, more because they know shit and they got plenty of shit to talk about. Because think about think about something you probably ain't even noticed that happened today. We didn't have a conversation about what topics we going to go.
I was gonna say that. Because normally that's what we did. We say right before we press play, like,
What we talk about?
what we talking about?
What you want to talk about?
I've been thinking about what the fuck we going to talk about since last week. I got notes.
like when he hit me up earlier today, like podcast today, recorded today, brother. I didn't see it until like late and shit. I was asleep or some shit like that. I'm like, shit, what time? You know, I'm gonna pull up because I was like, yo, we got to be more consistent.
Yo.
Right.
We got to be more consistent.
And it wasn't a hate thing in me, but you know, the competitive nature is like, I ain't really trying to compete with no fucking Joe Budden. But I'm looking at that shit like,
You measure
his show is so much better than mine. And why? Because he's fucking informed. The shit, yo, I got so fucking mad, nigga. I picked up a book. I read that shit for like an hour just to give myself some type of information.
And the nigga made pump it up.
He did that. That was a beautiful song.
He made that shit back in the day. Like,
I ain't gonna let y'all do Joe like that. Joe had a really good album.
That album was tough.
Joe had a really good album.
Even some of his mixtape.
Mixtape Joe is a monster.
Mixtape though was monster, but the only mainstream was pump.
I'm not gonna let you do that to Joe. I'm not gonna let you do that to Joe.
That's the only radio edit.
That's like highly recognized.
True. That's a Just Blaze
He
Joe.
got a lot of dope.
It's a dope song, but he's a real good rapper. Like,
Yeah.
And it's sad because that song is the worst of his career. If you look at his catalog
His body
of music,
of work, yeah.
like that song was like
It's so
that was an
commercial.
A&R song.
Yeah.
That was the guy saying, "Hey Joe, you want to get on the radio? This is what you got to do."
Yeah, that
and
is
that
exactly
shit
what it
is
was.
that.
for that time, it did what it was supposed to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that-
Because
when it
they
came out-
introduced people to him, but the mixtape guys knew, you know, he was good. Stack Button was Joe Budden's fam. They was those guys in that.
He's
era.
kind of like the same. Well, he didn't step into, in my opinion, he didn't step into that arena like how Joe Budden did with Lloyd Banks.
Yeah.
Lloyd Banks, Joe Budden.
Yeah. Lloyd just had more the money
He had
machine
more
behind him.
material.
And it really was a
battery
machine.
in
It was a machine. It was 50 in the money and all that machine. He had to win,
Yeah.
and that was what it was. But
Yeah. What you laughing at, man? What you smiling for? Man?
Because it worked already.
I know, right?
I listened so intensely to the whatever I listened to, nigga. I started reading more. I started watching. I wake up in the morning, I watch MSNBC. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about what's going on there. But
now
I need to know.
You need to know.
I
Like,
watch that shit.
and Justin, and look, and
Because you
the
right,
way
because
y'all
you
ran
right.
off with that fucking dialogue is like,
Perfect.
you know, like, and that's what it's fucking supposed to be.
What is it called? Lightning in the bottle?
Yeah.
And shit like that.
So now I gotta keep reading and watching TV and fucking shit. But that's how stubborn I am.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling like I ain't give it my all to like go.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's like I literally sat down and said, how the fuck do I make this podcast make sense like I did with this barber shit? You invested.
Keep going.
You kept learning.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. Let me apply these same methods. Like I bought a fucking another iPad after I bought a fucking $1,500 camera. Like I done bought so much shit, and then it's like now just read, nigga. You keep educating yourself.
Yeah.
Like the more informed you stay, the
That's what
better
most-
quality of content you can have, the better dialogue.
That's
you can have.
what most of these podcasts that and a lot of these podcasts that we watch and shit like that, they're like B-list and Z-list celebrities and shit like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
So that's you looking at your measuring stick up against them. They talking about more shit that we don't even fucking know about or can get
Yeah.
close to.
They're
and
getting
shit
a lot
like
of
that.
inside
So it became a problem to me.
So
I didn't
so-
like
so-
it. I was
so
mad
you can't
for like an hour.
you can't measure yourself up against that right there, because I mean,
Yeah,
It's a cheat code.
I
They
shouldn't-
literally have a cheat code.
I can't measure myself up against them, but I'm sure they put in a lot more work than I did to even produce a podcast.
Agreed.
I think about shit half the time, I forget shit, and then we come here 10 minutes and say, what we want to talk about? I don't know. Then we going to talk about like that. Oh shit, that makes sense, but and like
yeah, I feel you.
nah, nigga, I gotta
Take
like
it in
I
the
said
time.
to and I said to myself like I gotta be able to do what the fuck he's doing in some fashion because they feed off of him.
100%. It's definitely a flow of what Joe presents and then how they chime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 100%.
It's like I just had that revelation.
You gotta be the smartest guy in the room in this boat.
Ain't that a bitch?
Ain't it? So glad it's you. So glad it's you.
We can switch if you
Yep.
want.
I bring the shit sometimes.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know.
That's cussy shit.
But yeah, like that shit like hit a nerve in me. Like nigga, you ain't really trying that hard with that podcast.
Cause like
you just doing dumb shit. Just
when you said something about the Joe Budden podcast, I knew where you was going. I knew you was kind of measuring this up.
Yeah,
against
yeah.
that. I knew it.
Cause
I know you.
And I can't honestly and to be honest with you, y'all, I can't even tell you what them niggas was talking about.
They was just talking. They
Yeah,
just,
it's
they
a
just
natural
kept.
progression.
They just
Yeah.
kept talking.
Yeah,
And
and the shit made sense.
Yeah.
I laughed a few times. Like
Yeah.
It's like this. It's like the same way. Like okay, I'm about to go somewhere else. Like if you, well, I just say me for instance. If I mean like a new.
this is a note for me too.
If I, oh, cool. If I meet like a new female or something like that, and we talking, if I can talk to you about absolutely everything, or if I can talk to you about everything under the sun, but absolutely nothing, and still be intrigued,
That's a win.
it's a W.
Yeah, all day long.
That's a W. We talk about everything, but absolutely nothing, and still be
nothing personal.
still be
nothing,
all.
I don't know
It's
nothing
like
about
No
it.
substance at all.
Right, just
Shit.
random stuff. Like a nice
It's
flow.
2 in the morning. Like we started at 1 in the afternoon. Like
Yeah.
what is going
It's a
on?
win.
It's a win.
It
Like,
wasn't forced. You ain't sitting there like.
It's like it's just
Damn.
flowing. Like I mean, I'm gonna take a shit real quick. Hey, man, and you stay on the phone like, wow, I get a 5-hour shit. You still here? Like,
You realize you're in the shower on the phone. Like, what the fuck am I doing? My phone out waterproof. Wait a minute. Oh, this phone has cost $1,600. Wait a minute.
back when you had to use your medicine shit like your daytime medicine shit.
Like, look, I'm about to call you after 9.
But yeah,
I love you though. Click.
that's how it used to be. Like he just put something down.
Yeah, of course it is. But again,
My
that's
mind,
But
my
this is a
mind
good
has
way to
not
do
turned
it.
off since 2020.
yeah,
nigga. I promise you, it ain't turned off since 2020. When we said we was going to be consistent, we fucking meant it. You know how much money I done turned down these last couple Wednesdays, nigga? I could still be cutting.
We've been cutting them. We've been flowing on Thursday, throwing them on Thursday.
Whatever the fuck day you been doing them, I still could have made some money.
right.
Sad, I mean, I feel great to say, nigga, I can make some money any day of the week. So whatever the fuck day we were supposed to record, nigga, I could have made some more money.
Thursday.
Yep.
It's cool.
But actually, that's a
Yeah.
good way to do the podcast to inform yourself about podcasting at the same time.
Yeah.
That's something that most people won't tell. Most people would never be honest about what they feel like they're lacking at. Most people will come out, I'm doing a podcast. I'm the best I ever did it. You're looking like, who the fuck are you, Mike? Like, dude, what? What are you talking about? But to give people that may be looking at this to do podcasting, the idea that, yeah, you're not going to come off and be the best podcast in the world. You got to research, do your homework, watch good ones.
You know one, yeah. You know one thing I realized too, I have to remove myself, like, as a listener.
From others
Like I
than yours.
can't, like I gotta think I'm listening with somebody else's ears.
Yeah.
Because I can just be listening to it, and just because I know it's me and my homies and shit, like,
And the
it's the best
conversation
show
you remember,
ever.
you remember the conversation. Yeah.
But then listening to other people's podcasts, like, I like this shit because I like it. And then I'm thinking, like, do I just like this because it's mine?
Yeah.
You supposed to like it, but
It's hard to be
if I
honest.
wasn't me, would I like it? Like,
Right.
some wild ass way of thinking. But I gotta think like that because I only count for one listen.
True.
I gotta think, like, is this actually a good show or is it just cool because I know everybody that's on it personally and I know the shit was funny in the moment?
And that's a
Something
skill.
to think about.
And that's a skill. You have to learn to remove yourself. And I don't think that's easy, but
Hell
it's
no,
definitely
it's
a
hard as
skill.
fuck.
It's
I tell
definitely a
my clients, nigga, that ain't your head, it's mine.
Till
For
I'm
these,
done-
for
till I'm
these
done
30,
with it.
yeah, like for these 30, 40 minutes, this is my head.
Right, when I give you back your head later.
Yeah,
All right.
and yeah, you can have that shit back when I'm done with it.
Yeah, that's tough to
I put-
remove.
Yeah,
It's
like-
tough. But if you can do it and you're willing to be unbiased with yourself, you can only get better. And that's the thing. Most people can't take, like you said, the man in the mirror, they can't take criticism.
Mm-hmm.
They can't look in the mirror and realize that you're the piece of shit in the equation. And they never grow because they can't never just admit. People can't say sorry. So imagine how hard it is to look in the mirror and know that you are the sorry one in the party.
Right.
Like, that's a tough thing for most people. So those that can do it tend to be great, and those that can't, you laugh about them on the podcast.
Yeah, me and Sean had a conversation, I think last time I cut his head. This nigga said, I don't think we've perfected the smoking weed thing and recording.
Yeah, I know I haven't.
Yeah, you do.
And that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't got the drink champ.
No,
yet.
see, no,
I figured it out though. I figured it out.
I'm a drinker. I'm not a smoker.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I will indulge
Right.
the blue moons and shit like that here and there, but when I'm drinking, I'm talking.
Right.
I've been
You
drinking.
on it, so you
I've
good.
been drinking. But the weed, man, I'm just like. And the bitches out of this bitch like they waiting.
You know what though?
Podcast of silence.
You know what? My tolerance has skyrocketed. And it's not that I haven't perfected, and here's another testament to the shit we was just talking about. Like, it's not the fact that I can't talk while I'm high. It's just that I stopped giving a fuck about the show. Because I knew we only had limited topics.
Right.
Like, I don't know where the fuck we gonna go from here when we done. Then that's when you get the,
So you don't want to get.
so what else, niggas? Like, anybody else got some other shit to say?
Yeah.
Like, it turns into that, because I've mentally checked out, nigga. We had our 2 to 3 topics. We talked about them shits real fast, and somehow the shit didn't go left in any way. So now we, like, done, and we fishing.
That sucks.
And that, I don't give a fuck about fishing. So if I'm high, I give even less of a fuck.
So you need to make sure you have about 4.
I need to make sure I got plenty of shit to talk about.
Right. And want to hit everything you're talking about. Boop. Then
I'm
go on.
high right
Yeah,
goddamn now, and I have no desire to shut the fuck up.
Right. Because you got topics.
Because I got shit to say.
And that's how it works.
Well,
I've been excited all fucking day. I couldn't wait to see you,
But
motherfucker.
just not about this last topic.
It's not a segue moment right here.
No, it's not.
I am
No, it's
real
not. No, it's not the segue moment. It absolutely is not.
because it's funny to me now.
I just saw his eyes when you said it.
Right, like, not
It's
now,
not a
not
segue
yet.
moment. Like,
They're like, hold up, what time is it? Oh yeah, nope, not yet.
Excuse me, can I have the floor?
go ahead. Floor is yours.
So if you was listening to that shit, about a minute in, I said I kind of got roped into it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. because what had happened was I posted an episode, you know, new episode alert on Instagram and shit, and my sister said, I want to come on the show. And I'll let her explain why, because I don't want to say it that much no more.
No, I said,
Okay, never mind. I said, the shit said verbatim.
Oh, shit.
I want to come on the show and talk about my new titty. Oh my God.
actually, I was joking.
The shit was hilarious to me though, right?
What?
Like, hey, this is a good show.
So he said, hey, come here on Wednesday. And we gonna figure this out. I said, okay.
Sounds like good content to me.
I want to just talk about my boobs. I got a breast reduction,
Right,
and
yeah,
Right, Clint really sounds good.
love the fact that I finally made that decision for myself. And every time I told somebody I wanted to get a breast reduction, the first thing they're like, well, what your husband said? What CVA said? What?
I'm glad I ain't had to say it.
Hey,
Because that's the first thing I thought.
First of
Most of
all,
this
they
race.
my titties. They only belong to him by marriage.
So,
Stop.
least with option of
If
option.
this shit was supposed to end,
What they want to say? I paid
I paid
for
for
it.
no, they were mine naturally. I had natural big titties, but
Well, he's been spending money for a long time. I know that shit.
so what?
Hey,
You got an outfit.
you gotta give him something.
You know, you got an outfit.
Which is true. But I was tired. Shit.
That's
So
crazy.
I cut them down.
You talk about boobs, because like this girl, she want me to go to I forget what she said, but it's somewhere out of this world somewhere. She want to go get a breast reduction. I'm like, but I like those titties. Right?
I'm really fond of those guys.
Like, this is what got me here.
But what about how she feel about those titties?
But, I mean, no,
Nobody truly cares.
They are hers, but
I
Nobody-
like them.
Exactly.
I like
It's what
those.
interested me in the package.
It's nobody. Look, I don't think there'd be any man that want to come in that'd be like, yeah, I want your titties to be smaller.
Right. I try to explain. I say, there's no guy that's going to say that's too much
Yeah.
titty. There's too much titty over there.
I mean, hold up. There can be too much
That
titty.
shit can be.
Some titties are
Some of
too
them are
much.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
never going to want to say it. It's like,
Yeah.
it could be honest, but it's like,
Damn, girl, that's,
all right.
I can't work with you. You got a big ass
Right.
titty there.
No
Like,
man has said that ever. Like, look, just slide me in between them.
I couldn't see nobody saying that, and I could not see them being honest when they say, "That's what you gotta do."
Yeah.
I don't
like,
think-
you
so
like-
you was lying to me?
No, what I said was,
If that's what you got, if it's for your health,
right? I can understand all the reasons why, but if it was my choice,
See.
yeah, sure, it'd be fine. Leave them the way they were.
See,
There was nothing wrong with them. I didn't see a fit.
That's just titties.
Yeah, I didn't look at
Right.
them. No, because I didn't look at them every day and go, something's wrong over there. You see that titty over there? Like, no one feels that way as a guy. Now, as your husband, I'm gonna support you. But as a man first, I never saw you and was like, oh, look at them. They're just so disappointing. No.
Nor did you say,
That's what
I
it's
know my
like.
damn back hurt. I should care. Like, no,
It doesn't cross your
That's
mind.
not the guy in the world that say, man, they some big ass titties.
I want it for her
How was your
back.
back hurt? Like,
Nobody.
no man says that right
No,
there.
never, not once.
You need to.
What do you think about
No.
that? Hold on. Hold on, compared to this,
You did.
has a woman ever came to a man and said, "You working entirely too hard. You should stay your ass home"? Never.
No.
That's not the same.
Now, it
It
is though.
is not the
For a
same.
guy, it
It's
is. For a guy,
It is not
For a
the
guy, it
same.
is. So if
at
a man
all.
came to you and told you he wanted to have a penis reduction, it's not
That's
a woman
it.
alive who go, "Hey,
That's
that's
it.
a great,
That's a great.
that's a great idea."
First of all,
I'm tired of this thing slapping
Right,
my
it's-
knee.
is it hurting you in any kind of way? No.
But it's still the similar
No.
thing for a person to not understand the problem that you
Look,
have.
with them big ass titties, I had back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain.
Again.
Can't find a decent button up shirt to save my life
understand.
without it buckling, and that means the collar too big, the arms too big if it fit the titties. if it don't fit the titties, I mean, it's
The
hard.
struggle is real. I get it. The
Yeah,
struggle is
it's
real.
a real fucking
And again,
struggle.
as your husband, I full-heartedly support you. But as a guy first, a man is never going to see a set of titties that aren't lopsided, inside out, or something crazy and go, huh,
Even
what
the
the hell's
long,
there?
freaky nipples.
Right, even with the nipple there, right? Like, make them,
And then when you
we're
get
so-
older, if they natural
they still
titties, they
gonna be
look
like,
worse.
They start low, they get low.
No, they look worse. My daughter asked me if my grandmother grandmother had nipples.
Wait a minute, like.
I'm serious. If I would have kept on with natural big titties, at some point they're gonna get goofier, they're gonna get thinner, and they're gonna look weird as hell. So I ain't want that for myself. I ain't want my child coming to me telling mommy, what happened to your nipples? Like,
and she worried about herself now. Like, oh, what's wrong with you? Because I gotta get old one day.
right,
Oh man.
right.
Again, I get it. Again, it's things
What
that you gotta
happened
do
to
to make
your
yourself.
nipples?
Yes, okay, do great granny have nipples? And I'm like, yeah, but then I had to look at
Don't post this on
what happened
Facebook.
to
You
it.
know.
Shut up.
Oh shit!
Look, I ain't say
I
her
definitely
name.
won't post this clip at all.
Please don't.
Not this. I'll
Skip.
post something. We'll have something else.
Well, yeah.
But
She
damn.
don't be on YouTube. She gonna call me, did you tell them about my titties?
Oh,
Like,
man.
I have
I was
nipples.
on my other grandma. Yeah.
But again, I get why women do it, but yeah, as guys, it's kind of
It's
like,
a whole league.
It's like,
It's like, what?
I don't care. They're boobs.
Right, it's like it's supposed to be big, don't it?
I just say like, but did you die?
Exactly.
But I feel like I was
Did you die?
I felt like I was
Alec, did you die?
Yo,
Y'all don't understand. It's hard
We
trying
don't.
to sleep.
We don't. Right?
don't.
Exactly. We really
We
don't.
It's
don't.
not for us to understand.
Right. It's just us to enjoy it.
It's-
Some things
boom.
is about enjoyment, and that's kind of enjoyment.
Those are fun.
Hence the nickname Fun
Well,
Bags.
everything
Hold
that
up,
look
cuz
good
I think I need to
ain't
throw out a
always
disclaimer. No offense to the small titty people.
No, it's not, because I'm one
I
of
just
them,
gotta
man.
make sure we say that because we talking about how big the titties is.
And again,
No
guys,
offense,
we
all
know
titties
this
matter
shit.
though.
Yes.
Like all titties matter.
Yeah, all you need is a mouthful anyway.
So they say.
But what about the jiggle? It's something to lifting that motherfucker up.
It's like an embracement of the hug. Like a hug ain't the same without when you're just touching your like. Wait a minute.
wait, we chest bumping?
Right, like,
Nah.
12-year-old boy, get away from me.
Justin Bieber, like,
Slide your ass that away. What's wrong with you over there?
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
that's funny.
But again, we're simple. Men are simple. We're
Yeah.
we're not advanced by
Not
any
complex.
means. We're very simple-minded creatures.
Listen,
So some things
that's
that
a
we
titty.
go
Wait,
ahead.
wait, wait. God said, let there be light. God said, let there be big boobs.
There you go.
And
And round backsides.
we're,
Right.
it's like,
And
it's like,
round bottoms. That's what you need.
they're
Right.
here.
It's a wonderful thing. Enjoy.
Mhm.
Enjoy.
That's it.
For our religious folks, you can pray for that.
No offense to the
Enjoy,
flag,
enjoy.
you
It's there for you to
No,
enjoy.
Not at all.
It's there for you to enjoy. It's
know.
all
All
good.
what is this shit? Little booties matter.
Yeah.
You see that shit
Yeah,
on
man.
social media?
Your little booties matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
They do.
But
They do.
I was thinking about
Big
something.
ass.
Like with social media and shit, you know, little booties matter and all this crazy shit matter movement.
Everything matters.
Yeah.
Too much matters. That's the problem.
I,
Some of this shit don't matter. I said it. So what?
Shut up.
I feel the segue coming. I do. Watch. I'm gonna do it.
I'm smart, yo.
Keep going, keep going.
Slotty.
All right, let me. Can I have the?
Because there's a market for everything. Keep going.
Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is.
With all the social media shit going on, I was thinking that like, there's so much fake shit that social media has literally tainted reality.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It is.
Nobody knows what's
Like
going
nothing
on.
makes sense no more. Like everything is fake. Everybody's body is fake.
Yeah.
Everybody without fake bodies hate real bodies
Real bodies.
and all that shit. Like everybody's rich.
On social media.
Yeah, everybody's living this wonderful life in of abundance.
Yes.
But they can't pay me for the right price for a haircut.
But they want a $15 haircut in 2021.
Yeah.
Right.
They want to you know, lowball and they say I'm too high. But you balling though.
And I be hearing like
That's
conversations with people talking
Yeah.
about like, getting a haircut. Oh, I only paid $X amount of dollars for haircuts and shit like that. I'm like, nigga, I probably paid my mom or whatever else he asked for. What you talking about?
Fuck
Right.
people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what they say. They so stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when I go on social media, I literally just it's like you scroll past and just say that's dumb, that's bitch, you lying. Swipe like then there's some, I don't know, business advertisement or some shit. Then there's more shit like that. You ain't really like that. I know. I hate this shit. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, social media is a pollutant.
And
Like,
it's
just
the biggest
average
fraud
fuck.
ever.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, I don't even mind it from my age. You know, people around 30, 40 years old. You're smart enough to see the fraud. The problem is kids that see it who don't realize that shit's a fraud.
Exactly.
And I mean, it ain't even like, hey, I'm a $1,000 guy and I'm fronting like I got 10,000. No, you are fronting like you got 10,000 and you live in your mother's basement and you're waiting for mommy to feed you.
Yeah.
That's a whole different kind of thing. It's one thing to want to talk up. Everyone should want to do better. Speaking into existence, cool.
Mhm.
But you're doing way too much. Then when a kid who don't know any better see this stuff, you got kids really struggling with this.
Mhm.
Because it's like they can't see the bull crap, and then it's like, you're like, yo, where the hell is that? Like, you ain't got that for real. Like, that don't even add up right. But
Man,
it's
I know
fraud.
one person that's been in the NFL, you've been a war veteran,
Yo,
you've been a doctor,
Yo, stop.
you've been a bouncer,
Oh,
I already know.
He been-
oh my god.
he been
Stop it.
all this
you
shit.
say he was running back on Madden.
Yeah, but then doing that, and I remember like
Stop
the nigga
it.
had to borrow $20 from
Yeah, that's real.
After all that.
after
Yeah,
all that.
I know.
That's just sad though.
Like, that's how people like to live their lives. Like, people like living lives.
Yeah,
It's really fucking people on the planet that rather live a lie.
It's the Matrix concept, the blue or red pill thing. Most people would rather live in a dream. They don't want no reality. No, I don't want to do that. I want everything to be whatever I see on
I
TV.
love authenticity.
You're in a very small minority of people
Yeah, because
that really get that.
like one of the things that I guess as I started, I guess, I don't know, getting a bigger name as a barber, I guess, one of the things I realized like on my social media page, like, it's certain shit that I shouldn't post no more. I can't post, like, I mean, now they got shout out to close friends. They got that shit, so I can post my nasty shit that I don't want people to look at me and say, oh my god, you need to be professional.
Right.
I got feelings
right,
too.
right.
I get horny sometimes.
Might need to let you know how I'm feeling today.
We just stay with that right there for a minute.
Exactly. Like,
Just stay with that for a
Can
minute.
pause right there for a minute.
This part right there, about the close friends, yo, this is this girl that followed me. I followed her.
What the
Yo.
fuck is close friends?
You can
See?
you can select the group.
No, I don't think I want though. Never mind.
better off you
Never
don't.
mind.
No,
I'm good.
they close though.
Stay close though.
But yo,
Girl,
we know the close friends
Yeah.
is for, like, so, but like she posts like her at a computer, not her, but just her hands type on the computer, just a regular picture, and I hit her up and was like, do you know you got me added to your close friends? Yeah. She was like, yeah. I was like, I thought close friends was nasty shit. Like,
I don't want to watch your fingers.
you just doing regular stuff. Like, going back, where are the boobs? Like,
I'm watching this for a certain reason.
I didn't say that, but I'm just like, literally everything that you post is something you could have.
You got it out to the world.
You could have invited me to church and you could have did that shit. Like,
This is
I'd
not for that.
have clapped for you and everything at church, but what the hell? Like, you got me on
Alright,
close
so
friends.
for real. So what is it? Is it like an OnlyFans thing?
It could be.
You can
Are you
utilize it for that, I
serious?
guess.
It is. It could be.
yeah.
So people post like nasty pictures and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And memes and
It means and shit.
like flirty memes and
So
blowjobs
it's an
and
ad.
shit like that.
Yeah,
but-
shit like that.
but it's like, I don't want to see no memes. I want to see
Well,
chicks.
what is it?
In Instagram. Look.
It's an Instagram.
Yeah.
Cause ain't like
Are
you
you
can select
serious?
it,
Hold up.
right?
I'm
Yeah.
post it. All right, hold up.
You gotta
I'm
be
gonna show you the
you gotta be one of the privileged few to be in people's close friends and shit like
Come
that.
in, let's do this
Close
real
friends.
quick. Look, me and my sister recording the podcast and shit, and she don't know what a close friends is.
You better not be putting me on another down.
I'm putting you in my close friends. Them people don't know. We recording though, so it's a new episode coming soon. Y'all better go fucking listen. Thank you. Kindly. Bye. That is a little impromptu commercial real quick. You get the next. Look, close friends.
Only a
Oh.
select few get to see the nasty
And
shit.
it's people that you select into the group.
Oh.
It's like creating a group in a sense.
Okay.
How y'all had them dumb bar after dark type thing when
Oh,
people
yeah.
all the but it's, yeah.
Man, I be them Facebook group pages, man. Yo, listen, man.
One every week it seems.
Yeah.
Damn.
Then the shit turn green.
And so that's
My
how
close
you know it's
friends.
only your close
Yeah,
friends.
and I'm
Oh,
they probably
okay.
gonna be like, what the fuck is going
Right,
on?
like this dumb
Again, this is not the shit for
Yeah.
close friends again.
He normally talk about asses and shit.
Right.
Yeah, memes and shit.
Oh my gosh, you learn something new every day.
Look, man, cuts and shit is about everything fucking in the fucking sun.
Yeah,
We gonna entertain you. We
That's
gonna
what shit is for.
and yes, we gonna entertain and we gonna school motherfuckers, okay? Cause guess what? I learned some shit on this motherfucker last week. It was like a grid or some shit. You remember, Sean? I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
I showed you.
Like, and I said it on that last joint. I was like, I unlocked the new fucking Instagram feature. I had no idea what the shit was.
Yeah, man.
We been informing niggas.
So I gotta
Oh
be.
my God.
Yeah, that's cool.
But now I'm
Teach
not-
each what is it? Teach
But
what
if
each
I
that
get
is-
close friends, they gonna expect me to post up.
No.
But
No,
I
they don't
can just look at
expect
their
you
stuff.
to.
Oh, all right.
No, I mean,
If you're added to their close friends and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I probably won't.
it's okay. And, and a lot of times I use it just when I want to, like, cuss.
Okay.
And not affect my
yeah,
business.
Yeah, and not affect my business. 'Cause some things I post because I want motherfuckers to know, leave me alone. You should leave me alone. This is how I feel. Like, I be wanting to let people know that shit. So I do.
Be close friends.
Yeah. No, I say that shit on a regular thing.
I know about doing the groups because you can see it, but I'm like tech unsavvy now.
Yeah.
I can give a fuck less.
But I say it
It's dumb as
nicely.
shit. It's nothing smart about it. It's the dumbass iPhone.
I say it nicely, regular.
Yeah,
And then I
I'll post
cuss
it.
a lot.
Yeah.
And if I post one of my close friends, I fucking AP like that type of shit. That
A venting session.
yeah, you get the vent and shit,
Yeah.
So what did the girl
and then it be
say?
nasty stuff.
Oh, let me go back. Keep talking. I'll find
I'll
it.
slide
But
right
did
in
she
with it.
post anything worthy of
No,
being
nothing.
close friends?
Absolutely
Oh, okay.
nothing. Nothing. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, maybe you should just take me out of your
Maybe
close
she don't
friends.
know what
But
it
that's
is.
why like the people that got OnlyFans pages, and you be seeing some of the people that's supposed to be doing OnlyFans, and you be thinking like, what the fuck could you be doing on OnlyFans that somebody want to pay you $19.99 for? Like it'd be like what? You're not even the person for this whole set of internet situations.
But they market heavily.
Yes, on
I've been
everything.
sent literal like DMs
For
from
someone's
people that
OnlyFans.
say, "Hey, subscribe to my OnlyFans."
For
The fuck are you? I don't even know the fuck you are. Like, why would I go on your OnlyFans? And you don't look like my type.
You're not an OnlyFans watchable
Yeah.
person. I don't see the need.
I don't know you, and you ain't even built how I like them.
Like I'm not gonna give you my $20 a month.
I'm not gonna do that. But I will look at the previews, do the story though. But I guess, you know, on Facebook and shit.
Say it was free.
Yeah, I look at the preview, you know, but I ain't gonna go buy it. Not that one.
Yeah.
Not that.
I'd be lying because I'm sure somebody, I don't know which part that we listened to, I did say I did it before. So I
Like the OnlyFans.
yeah. I don't remember which one that was, but I know I said it.
What was it worth anything? The one you saw. Was it like actually
I wasn't mad at him.
alright, good then. So at least it felt like it made sense for the genre. Because some people like you
Yeah,
like,
it made
"Fuck,
sense.
this shit coming on my page for
You gotta
that.
do that shit. You gotta do that shit strategically. You gotta be
Oh,
like,
man.
who the fuck is she? And I want to know what is the preview looking at on IG story. You gotta do research on them shits.
You better caught a bad one. $20 out the window.
I mean, well, yeah, this is a gamble though. Definitely a gamble.
You want here doing,
Because you don't really know. It's like a
You want here doing taxes?
exactly. OnlyFans. Or one of the people that always want to tell how to make all this money on Instagram, and they on OnlyFans doing it. Like, so now you gonna have me pay you.
Bitch. Like, you know,
And it's like Mike in Toledo, and he got like 6 women, 6 of the same chick, and all of a sudden it's like all his pictures. Like, what the fuck, Mike? Who is this?
You lured me in there.
Right. It's a scam. Man. Scamming is at an all-time high.
Yeah, man. I thought about speaking of OnlyFans, I'm like, yo, I'm about to scam.
Right.
Go on these IG chicks.
Steal a bunch of pictures
Right.
and
Pictures
post
and
away.
videos.
Yeah. Well, yeah, catfish the shit out of
I do that
motherfuckers.
for a hot minute. You do that for a hot minute, make a couple thousand,
Right,
couple
so I get
racks.
10 bands real quick.
I'm caught. Jig is up. I quit. I quit. I quit.
This isn't you. Like, who?
This hasn't happened though, but it crossed my mind. Shit, that's my hustle. Shit.
In this economy, it's all open.
You gotta know how to
Right,
do
So
it.
it's a whole bunch of
You gotta know how to do it
people
because why? There's a market for
everything.
Absolutely,
Every
absolutely
goddamn
is.
thing.
It's nothing you can't get. It's nothing that someone doesn't want. Even if it makes absolutely no sense to you when they ask you for it.
Yeah, 'cause I was scrolling through TikTok and the girl was like, "Let me show you how to make money using your worn panties." And I'm like, "So this is not just on Orange is
Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, so this is a real fucking thing."
Yeah, it was a jail move that they
Right.
were doing. But I'm like,
They were-
this TV
Sending their dirty panties
Shit, anything
to
happen on
guys they
TV
were
and
selling them.
movies,
is real.
it's real. Like,
It already happened.
Right, and I go through the comments. People are like, "Well, what do I need
Piper
to
Chapman was
do?"
selling panties.
Yeah.
Motherfucker,
Like,
wasn't she? Pretty
Yeah,
pennies,
she
extra
was.
money.
I started watching that
They-
second episode.
they
like,
doing
not
that
the
shit for
second
real.
season.
They doing that
That's
shit
a
for
real
real.
grind, man. People
Girl,
are
like
just
the
wild
cheapest I
shit.
sold them for was $25, but I sold
Dirty
them for-
drawers.
I was like, "Oh my
What the fuck did you get out of
I don't want to
pleasure?
know. I don't even want to know.
Are those prices
You got
negotiable?
panty sniffers out there, so
Probably so.
yeah.
They probably got 3 for 50. they got bundles.
Was
They
it like,
slinging
how you selling
bundles.
white tees 3 for 25?
Right.
Yeah,
They got bundles, buddy. They got bundles. Like, what is
I'm
going
quite sure
on?
they got
Yes.
some deals out there. And one girl said, "I used to sell my dirty socks."
What?
People are
Why?
weird as
Because-
fuck.
It definitely is.
There's
Market
a
for
market for
everything.
everything.
Hell yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing that you can't. It's not somebody that's already searching for it. You may think you're the only weirdo. It's a whole collection.
I got some fucks to give anybody want to buy. Like, fuck my OnlyFans. I tell you, like, I give a fuck about this and what I don't give a fuck about.
Right. This swipe.
Yeah, this
See the
is
fucks and not
your
fucks.
videos. It's what? You want me to disrespect you on OnlyFans? Shit, why not? Like,
Yeah.
come on in. I will disrespect the shit out of you, you bitch. Like,
Stupid. Bitch, let me put that on there. I'll email that shit to you. We'll spell it out for you however you need it. I got you.
damn, that's crazy. Socks and drills.
Socks and dirty drawers.
And my crazy is I'm
Damn.
sitting there like, okay, like, what if it's somebody that's like really nerdy and they can extract your DNA from your panties
What the
and
fuck?
do something with it? Like, that's the kind of shit that I think
That's how
about.
to make you a motherfucker.
Right,
I'm gonna make me
I don't know,
this
you
bitch.
should put my shit on a crime scene or something. I don't know. I
Oh shit.
can't.
In the court case for that $25.
Shit was here.
Right.
What we had on June 25th? I was at work.
We
You
found your
Everything
DNA
else-
DNA here,
in
buddy.
Houston. Like,
You gotta,
Right.
you gotta lower your voice like anything on the CSI. No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
Hey, this is not for anyone to try that shit at home.
Right, no, not
Don't
at
get
all.
into that.
No.
Well, I'm gonna buy some underwear and I'm gonna plant that DNA
Right.
at this crime scene. Some baby mother somewhere thinking this shit out right now. Fuck you for your baby father.
That ain't something I thought we would teach on the show.
Right, that is not a learning experience. Do not take this shit on.
Somebody thinking about,
You know somebody's sitting there, I got a plan.
what if I can? Like,
I'm gonna just
No,
go
don't
right
do
to
it.
I'm gonna take them right up the hamper.
I saw
Start
an
stripping it out.
OnlyFans post the other day, kind of sort of. I was scrolling through the stories, and the thing said, "If I started OnlyFans, would you support?"
Just do it. Show me what you're working with.
Yo.
Shake your
yeah, you
ass.
got it. Just throw the shit out there. and
Show me
say,
what you're
"Hey."
working with. Like,
Right.
entice me.
But the thing
Right.
about that shit, like, I didn't even think that deep into it. Like, well, I thought deeper into the fucking post.
Yeah,
Like-
because I saw your post after you.
Yeah. Like, why the fuck? Here's the thing. I don't think people
What is
understand.
that? How you say dope sells itself? If your shit is dope and popping shit, you may get an audience
Yeah,
for
and
it.
that's one thing, right? But I don't think people understand the fact that, on average, let's say you got 500 followers, right? Or 500 friends on Facebook. The internet, the World Wide Web, has made it possible for you to reach like 7-8 billion people.
Right. Hashtags work.
And a click.
Hashtags work like a son of a
And
bitch.
one click.
But you're not gonna hashtag that stupid ass post saying if I did it with y'all support.
Don't
Wow.
do that. You got to show what you're working with. But the song suggests,
Yeah.
shake it, right
It's not even
side.
like just that. Like it's like everything. Like
How many TikTok
if I
videos
started,
went viral?
if I started doing head, would you let me do it? Like
Yeah, that's
what the fuck?
That's a bad marketing.
You don't even
plan.
sound
Yeah,
like
yeah.
No, look, the only way that marketing plan works if the caption, if I start giving head, would you allow me?
Right,
Then,
like-
that's
Oh
a
my
way
God.
that might
That's the way
work.
to generate. Oh man, she sucking
Right.
dick out here like that.
You ask me if I can do,
Like,
if I can cut your hair and I ain't never seen your work, it's a no go.
Yeah,
How do
like,
we
You
set
sucking
appointments,
dick.
like- how
That
do we
might
set
have a
appointments,
chance.
that shit is weird to me.
Right.
'cause
That's
I'm
the
like,
only way that shit works. If
you
that's
can't be
if that's the
confident
chance.
if you gotta ask, if you feel like you need to ask permission first to see if it's a good idea.
Like,
Yeah, you gotta
do
Say,
it. Just
yeah,
do
you
it.
say
You
dope
gotta
sell,
do
good
it.
dope sell itself, nigga. If your
Convince
idea
me.
is that great, nigga, it
Roll
doesn't
weight.
matter. I don't care what you think.
Do a twerking video, put that shit out there, say follow me on OnlyFans and see
Yeah,
what
bro.
happens.
Yeah.
You got 20 motherfucking friends.
These women, they killing the game out here with
Oh,
hell
with shit
yeah.
like that.
If you're a woman, literally, if you're a single woman between 18 and 25, and you feel like you don't know what you want to do in life, there is a website that can help you get your shit together. All you gotta do is post something. It's like if you're a woman and you really broke and you feel like you the shit anytime you look in the mirror and your ass is broke, it's a you thing. Cause there's too many women making money off shit. It's like, it's unrealistically naturally easy. This shit is crazy.
Unrealistically, naturally easy.
We kind
Yes.
of had a conversation a couple weeks ago. It was like, all women got to do is show up.
Pretty much.
For the most part,
Pretty much.
That's it.
And it's even worse now because, let's be honest, makeup is sorcery. There's a few people out here, y'all need to come clean, wash y'all motherfucking face, and make a post. Because I would like to see who you really the fuck is. Because that shit is sorcery.
Yeah.
There's some motherfuckers out here, if they wash their face, they will lose all their followers. So
Damn.
with that being the case, you literally can get away with anything. Because some
Devil's work.
man, that
Nah,
shit
not
is
really.
sorcery. I be like, what in the hell? See, you wake up beside. Did y'all ever see the thing or something on Facebook? There's like a little cartoon of a dude, and it's like he moved his girl in, and he woke up that morning, saw his girl, and his girl must ain't have a regular little put together package on. So he like in the video like, who the fuck is this nigga in my house? So she's like, what are you talking about? It's me. He like, who the fuck is me? He like, man, we called the police. Somebody broke in. And I know it was so funny. I'm like, damn, that's wild. But I know some niggas right now that was like, I had that happen to me. Woke up to who you think that shit ain't no big goggles? That's sorcery. That makeup shit is
I
sorcery.
see it. Close friends only. I never know. I never paid no attention.
Don't mind her. She's finding out
Still
new
finding
shit.
shit.
She's finding new shit.
Never paid no
Discovery is
attention.
real.
That shit is sorcery, man. Yeah. That shit's bad. People need to keep that shit together.
I gotta
Wash your face
I gotta
when you
switch
come
this
in.
up because, well, we basically no, more than halfway through the month now. Because what, February is Black History Month. Did y'all watch that movie One Night in Miami?
That was good.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I watched that and what was the other?
The skin, American Skin.
American Sin. That was good.
I
paid
used to
for
watch.
it.
I heard that shit is really good.
I paid for it.
One Night in Miami is.
It was dope. It was kind of fabricated a little bit from what I hear. I know somebody that was,
Of course it's fabricated. It gotta be fabricated a little bit.
but
But
it was dope.
It's
But the-
based on.
yeah, but the fact, like I was telling my wife, the fucked up part about it is, why did you just hear that story in 2021? How did that never be? That I'm a guy that's weird about learning stuff. How in the fuck that was never spoken of? How do you have 4 people at a time where they were probably the most powerful people in everything
Polarizing
that they was
figures.
doing?
Right.
That
I didn't
you-
know so
you know
much
what
about Sam Cooke. He had the dope song.
Right,
I know that.
right.
But I know he didn't know he was as polarizing
As he was at that
portrayed.
time.
Yeah. He
And
was doing his thing.
And then like
time.
he had it's I think it's still on Netflix. They had us
Yeah, the documentary.
The documentary.
about
Yeah, I
Sam
watched
Cooke. That
Yeah.
was dope too. I'm like, okay.
And the thing is-
somebody killed his motherfucker. I
Right.
think he killed him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, watching One Night in Miami explains so much of why Spike Lee placed that song when Malcolm was being killed in that movie.
Oh yeah, Change Won't Come.
How the fuck you didn't know that though? It's like, how is this like? Well, most people saw, oh, that's a good song for that part of the movie, but never could put two and two together because
Right.
that story is not being told.
Right.
And it took a black woman to tell this story that should have been. How is that not being told?
It's a hell of a story though.
It's
It is.
right.
That was good.
It is right. One of the best stories I've ever seen that should have been common knowledge, and it's like.
Because like as the movie was going on, I stopped it. I'm like, when Muhammad Ali,
So
he beat
y'all
somebody-
never heard of that night before?
I heard of the night of. I knew about Malcolm and Muhammad Ali's relationship.
I knew about that.
I knew Jim Brown was doing his own thing. I knew what Sam Cooke did, but I had never known that these four men sat in a dirty hotel room and literally could have plotted to take over the world. And they don't discuss it. It's like, oh yeah, you know, Black History comedy, you get Malcolm and Martin. Psychic.
All right,
Right, and yeah, they slide Harriet in the backside. Like,
Right, Rosa Parks.
right, you don't get the credibility. That's a major point in that point in history.
Like
they
I was
don't
saying,
discuss.
as the movie was going on, I paused it. Like when he had beat St. Listen and he was, that's Sam Cooke. Get Sam up here. I stopped it. Then I Googled that shit. I YouTubed
Yeah,
it.
like he
It's
really
on
put him in
YouTube.
there,
He
yeah.
really
He
put
really put him
it
in the
ring
ring.
and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Because a lot of it is dead on. Of course, they had to, you know,
Sell
give
the
it.
story.
Yeah, they got to tell you. They had to give you the FBI little sneaky part because
Yeah.
sure that was going on, but that probably wasn't. It probably wasn't as accurate. And it's parts of it. I'm pretty sure the timing I don't think was exactly right because I don't think Malcolm was leaving the nation at the time he was bringing Muhammad Ali to the nation.
Yeah.
So I think some of the timing is a little bit off, but it still should. That should be as celebrated as a moment as anything else.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird that really wasn't pushed more to the forefront as it should have been, because that doesn't happen. You don't get people that's at the prime of their careers that put their ego aside to even sit in the room together.
Right.
So to get them guys at the time when they was as big as life could get, on a night that Ali won the belt,
And it was all like, give us like some personification, like the cardinal directions, north, east, south, west. It was all going in
Right.
different directions
Yeah.
in their perspective
it was in
lives
their
and stuff
young,
like
and
that.
they were in their 20s.
Yeah.
You don't get guys with egos
So
to
Malcolm
be
was the
that
oldest
great.
one.
Yeah, to be that great and to be that humble enough to even have those conversations. Any conversation, you know, I got guys on that. I don't want to do what he's doing. I'm a football player. He's a boxer. We have nothing in common.
Right.
But it was wild to see, and I wish they would give us more of the truthful Al stories because they you know, they give you this one, they'll give you the same one, 8 different versions of the same thing.
course.
King did great work, but he's not the only one. You know, they don't give you enough of the backstory. Like, they don't tell you that, you know, what Mecca Evans did to set King up. They don't tell you how King got to the notoriety because everybody in his church was literally the richest people of the land. You know, Atlanta has been what Atlanta has been a long time.
A long time.
So
Right.
people don't really get. It's the reason why the new senator was the former pastor of Martin's church. Like, it's luck, but it's a lot of time and
It's
people putting that battery in your back
It's
to go.
lineage.
Yeah, a lot of it, and people don't get it. People just think these people pop out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, that's great.
That conduit is strong as shit.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, I think the movie was well done, well done, and Regina King really need to get her credit for doing it, and not just be like, oh yeah, she did. Like, you know, it's like that was really. I'm pretty sure that was a complicated thing because you got to get people that's willing to allow you to tell that story, and that's not always easy.
The only one, Jim Brown.
Yeah,
Well, the living.
Yeah.
He's the only one still here.
yeah.
I would like to see if we had like a conversation or an interview, like how, you know, just to explain
Yeah,
that, because he don't really talk. He old as dirt too, so
Yeah.
so I mean,
and to see that part with him in the guy house when he came to the
Oh my
God,
god,
nigga,
I
he
couldn't
said-
wait for somebody to say that shit. Oh my
with a
god.
smile face, you know we don't let niggas in the house.
Yeah.
I say,
Yeah.
different.
Oh my god, I was watching that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
something's off about this motherfucker.
it was
In 2 minutes, like, up there you go, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I can come in and help you. When he say that, I'm like,
What's that? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
oh yeah, you know, we don't let niggas in the house.
Like, yeah, it's okay.
I say,
Like,
it would have. Like, nigga, it had to be like 1960 something.
60,
I-
like it was
nigga,
64.
I
That was
will-
64,
you know,
right?
I will run up your ass, nigga. Like,
Right.
I'm Jim Brown, bitch. You don't understand the world that you just proclaimed, nigga. Like,
Like that shit cut me
Yeah,
different.
no,
Because I had that
no.
shit going a whole nother way. So I'm sitting there like, all right, what the fuck? Like I was like, yeah, my aunt told me to come down to say, I'm like, okay, wait, so I guess that was like
It
one of
felt
the good
good.
ones.
It
I
felt-
felt like
it
he was
felt
one of the good
good.
ones.
It felt
Don't say that shit, man.
No, we don't let niggas
It's in the house. Let you can drink my lemonade, but you can't come across the
you
door
kinda
still.
and that
Oh my
moment right
God.
there, you kind of forget that it's a time period type
Exactly.
of movie
Right.
and shit like
I
that.
turned that shit off.
Yeah, did you even break that
Yeah, I
shit?
got
You
mad
break
shit.
it.
Man, fuck this
Whoa,
movie.
whoa,
But then it was like, all right, well, I'll watch it. Like,
Yeah, you know we don't let niggas
I got
turn
mad
his
as
back.
shit.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Jim Brown, what you gonna do, Jim?
That
I'm
shit-
gonna get you something. This nigga like, come on,
Right.
man? Like, come on, man.
and then look on his face was like, I was so mad. I was so mad for that, man. Like,
And that moment right there, that's why I say I would like to see like not a behind the scenes, but like an interview with him, if it could be him and Regina King, explaining
that moment,
Right.
how he felt.
that moment, right? Because I mean, that's history right there that
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know about, and
And
you're the
it is.
only living person
to be able
from
to
it,
speak on it.
that you can speak on it. So
so they didn't have any of his input. Nobody knows.
not
I don't
know, like I don't know,
Yeah.
but they had that because like I mean,
Somebody
It
had to
had
tell
to be
us
based
about
on a book or something. It had to be.
I
It
think
was-
it was
it
a
was-
play.
it was-
It
it
was
was a play.
based on a
It was a
play.
play. Okay.
Yeah.
But
But
like-
even the play that
A play
whoever
based
wrote it,
on what? It
Right.
was just written as a play, or was it based on a
had to
story
be based
told?
on
and
like some
able-
truth.
it had to be
Like-
someone. Yeah, someone had to be able to
Yeah,
tell
somebody
that
had to
tale.
get that type of information to know
Somebody,
some shit like that.
somebody told the tale because it definitely was something that again, I personally had never heard of them four guys being
Nah,
in the
me
same
neither.
room, sitting down, and not how it was. And if the planning of it is accurate, as far as them all planning to go to the fight, we gonna meet up after the fight. We gonna meet here. If that was the whole layout of it, that's. And in the pictures that Malcolm, if he was really, and it's always been said that he took photos, a lot of photos.
Yeah.
So if he really was taking those pictures at that time, that's not only Black history, that's Americana. That's unbelievable
Right,
if
right.
someone has those photos. Especially the time where wasn't no smartphone.
Right.
Like you weren't just everybody clicking. Like, nah,
Right,
that's
right.
a different thing. And it's like, I hope that more of that comes. Like again, I don't need another slave movie. 12 years slave on it. That's good.
Yeah,
Saying Kofi, I
I
get
don't
it.
need to go back
I
that far
don't
no
need
more.
another slave movie. I don't. I mean, it's plenty of stuff we've done after that needs to be documented on film as well. It's like I get it, and I'll never downplay it. It was a horrible time, but we also need to continue to show other things we've
I have
done.
a
That's
question.
not the only thing we conquered.
I have a question. I'm asking because I truly don't know. So whatever. Is there any movies about Black Wall Street or documentaries?
It's documentaries, but the documentaries aren't good.
Yeah.
No.
But even that's the basis for.
That's why I'm asking. Like, because if it is, I need to see it.
But that's the basis for the show we just start watching. What is it called? It's with Regina King's in it. That's what kind of
The
weird.
Watchmen?
The Watchmen.
Oh yeah,
If
that's
you think
Black
the
Wall-
Watchmen,
That's how it started off.
Right.
That's how
it
show
started
started
off the Black Wall Street, but that's where they're supposed to be in modern day Toledo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Showing you the progress from what happened then to what could possibly be happening if things were a little different. But I don't think they want to talk about that because you have to admit the same thing they did in Philadelphia, which was bomb an American city. That's
They
going to be
did-
a
they
tough
did
pill to
Toledo
swallow.
first.
Right,
But-
that's going to be a tough pill to swallow to have America admit that you literally bombed an American city and not. It's no way to make that. You can't make that make sense. Like what they did in Philadelphia and what they did in Toledo, you cannot go and well, the people were doing. It's no way to explain you literally bombing an American city, and it not be from a foreign power coming to bomb. Like America's bombed more of America than any foreign country we were in war in. Pearl Harbor was done in Hawaii. No
Right.
one has ever dropped a bomb on American soil but America. To us.
So
So imagine having that's the issue why that story is going to be a tough story to get any white production movie house to put that money behind having to tell that truth. Like, they still tell you,
That's a lot of shit.
That's a tough one.
That's a lot of
don't-
shit.
I don't see them ever. I don't see them being able to make it because it takes the kind of money that it would. To take the kind of money to put that out, it's gonna take money from other races, and I don't think they want to. That's a man in the mirror thing. Ain't nobody looking in the mirror at the door.
You know, another thing I picked up on watching, well, I gotta go back to one time in Miami. Not only was racism prevalent, but so was colorism. Yeah, I can check the conversation between Jim Brown, what is it,
Yeah.
Jim Brown and Malcolm?
Yeah.
Yeah, you light skinned niggas all week.
Yeah.
I like you so.
Yo, you light skinned niggas ain't never got no respect, cuz.
I saw shit like you some bitch. Like,
Oh, that shit was hilarious. I'm like, oh my god.
But he
They've
did
been
touch
hard
on
on the
it.
light skins for a long time.
he did touch on the colorism part. It was a little snippet though, but I mean, it's been prevalent ever
I mean,
since.
let's be honest, it's never gonna change.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Because like it's only us on us.
Yeah,
It's the truth.
it's never gonna change.
Yeah, that's
I mean, and it's crazy because I mean, like, it's a weird thing.
It's the Jim Crow
It's
grits.
weird as
It's
hell.
the Jim Crow grits that's been fed.
It's Willie Lynch at his best.
Yeah, Willie Lynch. I mean, Willie Lynch.
If Willie Lynch is alive, was real or not, whatever you want to put, if whoever pinned that shit was literally the devil. Because it
slave
worked well.
owners did that shit, man.
Nah, I don't even think they were smart enough.
But
To do, whoever came up with that system was literally the devil. Because it's 300 plus years and it still works. And they told him it was going to take 10 generations for him to get past it. We ain't nowhere near.
when was this?
What? So we're in generation what? Right? How much? 100 years a generation? So
I'm
we're
asking,
probably
nigga.
with the fourth generation. We got another 6. We won't be here when we finally fix it.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I've said that numerous times.
it would take a life. It's going to take 1,000 years for them to for people to get past what happens. Think about it. I laugh at people all the time because people say stuff and they think it's manners, and I tell them it's slavery. I said, how many times have you been told speak when spoken to? People tell their kids that. Oh, think about how many times you go to your grandmother's house when you're a kid, you eat at the small table. That's slave culture. That's not manners.
Right.
Speak when spoken to is not manners. You know, none of that walking behind your 3 steps behind all that. That's all slavery.
You put some.
That shit is not manners.
Come on, nigga, get it out. Come on, nigga.
Answering what?
Oh yeah, that's white people's favorite thing. What? They say what to
Answering-
everybody.
Because like if it's as a child, I was a rebel a little bit.
Yeah, you
But
say
if
what?
If I'm in school, I'm taught what is a question because it's something that you don't understand.
Exactly.
It's something that you don't understand. So if an adult asks me a question and it's something I didn't understand, say
What is this?
what?
Yeah.
Well, don't ask me what I'm like. I
That shit is
genuinely don't understand what the hell you're talking about. You adult, you son of a bitch in my mind. You know what I mean? But like, okay, I'm taught what, when, what, who, what is
Where,
those are
why?
questions. Where, why?
It's how you ask the question. It's the
but
first word.
it's not like I say. It's in all in context too. It's like
Yeah.
you ask me a question. What?
Yeah.
You should be like what? Like you ready to put the pause? But I'm saying like what? Like
Right.
I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but
That's
why are you trying to
But
beat
that's-
down? Trying to flip 4 beams on me right now? Like the fuck
But
you
that's
doing?
slave culture because you couldn't say that to master. So
Couldn't
you
say
teach your kids everything you
And-
could not do. You made your kids not be able to do with you,
this
and
is-
you thought it was good. You thought it was manners.
This is how so go ahead.
So, I'm just saying though. Like, you don't have kids.
I don't. I mean, can you say
What? Nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah. Because again, we were taught this.
That
And-
shit is
and
wild,
I don't know if it's
man.
wrong or right, but I know it's not our culture. It's not.
Right.
It's not. Think about it. You can watch if you watch white kids interact with their parents. The whole time you thinking, if that was me, my mother would have killed me. That's
Yep.
every second of that
Yep.
conversation. You're thinking how you would have died.
What do you
if
want,
would've
Mom?
been-
Being
right.
the oldest sibling.
Fucks. Right.
For
Fuck.
fuck's sake.
You 12 at the table. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck all this shit, Mom. I'm going outside.
I'm going outside.
You done died every
Boy, you be lucky if I
breath.
don't shoot you.
Right. You done died with the breaths, not even the words.
The fuck, boy?
You got your
Stop.
head slapped
Black
around
kids.
like Linda Blair. But again, I don't, and again, I don't know what's right or wrong, but I know that one is taught to us and they don't do it. They
And
don't.
you see, like,
Yeah.
you kind of see the outcome, though.
100%. You see it ain't worth it.
The shit ain't worth it. Like,
Nah.
you see those crackers climbing over the goddamn wall and shit. But
Yeah.
going fast forward, I wonder what the charges are going to be, but that's another topic and shit like that.
Right. I'm waiting for it. It better be all federal.
Because I ain't heard,
I don't want
ain't
to hear
heard
no
no charges
DC
yet.
charge and all that shit is all federal. Because think about it, the Panthers went to jail for accidentally walking into while they was in chambers. They walked into the wrong room with rifles and it was like they did federal time instantly. Y'all stole shit out of the Capitol. Put your foot up on people's desks. Open through private files. If you motherfuckers don't ever come home, it would be too fast. Ever coming home is gonna be too fast. If y'all don't, if they don't set a precedent for that shit, don't say shit to nobody no more.
Absolutely.
Cause you can't, now you have no power. If you let all that shit ride and blame it on, well, the president was leaving, the guy lost.
Right.
He didn't, and then let's be honest, this is white on white crime for America. This really ain't got shit to do with us for the first time in history. We really can sit back and eat popcorn. Your white president got voted out by the now current white president. Black people ain't got a horse in this race. So if y'all don't set a precedent with y'all own kind,
Right.
good luck. We used to shit being fucked up. Y'all ain't. Y'all jump out of windows and kill the whole family and the fucking dog. We still be good.
And
So,
that's how black people are stronger than,
okay, kid couldn't live through this shit.
like, you take a penny and make $1 million out of that shit. Like,
Hey.
the market's crashed. Fuck life.
Kill everybody. Come home and poison the whole family. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Do this tomorrow. You can get back up.
Yeah.
But Chris Rock said that shit best when he was like, a white man wouldn't trade places. He said, what do you say? A paraplegic white man would not trade places with me, and I'm rich. And that's true. And that's some real shit. So if y'all don't nip y'all buddies get this shit under control, man, it's gonna be a wild thing.
Well,
we can always go back to Africa. Remember that shit.
What Malcolm say? The chickens
Coming home to roost. Like, hell yeah. Because I know it's some white people right now really confused in damn America. They ain't see this shit playing out like they ain't see it.
Shit, I was eating popcorn. Like,
Yeah.
I
To
can't
us,
wait-
it's a three-ring circus.
I can't wait till the movie come out because you know there's a double
Oh,
shit movie
it's
coming out.
hilarious.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. There's a lot of characters in this movie too.
But
Whole lot
again,
of
The
characters.
white
That's-
the tiki torch whites
Yeah.
went
Right.
absolutely nuts. Yeah,
With
that
the
shit was
fucking-
hilarious.
With the fucking
Taking selfies with the police, then the
Fucking,
police gotta walk you out the building.
Right.
Jebediah Springfield with the fucking horns on his head and shit like
100%.
that.
It was really somebody out there with that shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With the
fucking-
tattoo, with the sword, like he had like a tattoo, like he had a
Yeah, the
sword
white
on.
Viking-
I'm sorry, I ain't see the shit.
Oh man, it was
On TV, but
It was
I ain't really
classic.
watch it because I was
Yeah,
busy.
man.
It was
That
class.
shit was wild, man.
I can't watch TV
But y'all
and
was
cut hair at the
upset.
same time.
But think about it, they was upset about people just coming and marching. And just marching in silence. Y'all was mad about that, but
And
you
they-
let-
Did y'all see the black dude that was protecting the joint?
yeah, they said
He
they
had the MAGA hat on.
no,
He was a security guard.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
But it's another video where it was a Capitol Police officer. You don't see him grabbing a MAGA hat, but he was like surrounded. So he grabbed the MAGA hat
Put it on.
and he put it on him and he kind of like, it kind of surrounded him. So he kind of like enlisted help from people to try to get other police officers that was kind of trapped on the inside. It's I think Sean King, he posted on his
Right.
his Insta story.
I'm high now.
And,
I want
they,
my snacks.
they ended up suspending him for putting the MAGA hat on. But I mean, in my eyes, like he did what he had to do.
It's cause survival at this point.
And he ended up getting the police officers out of there. If he didn't have that MAGA hat on,
they would make him out.
and you see videos, the police officers walking out, and it's like a lady along like the little line where they're coming through. She hugging every police officer that's coming out, but she had like battle gear on and shit like that. But if he didn't have that MAGA hat on, he wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like it just showed America as America.
Yeah.
America wanted to act like they ain't been America a long
American
time.
ain't great yet.
Right?
American ain't great yet.
Oh
It
yeah,
never been great, it's just been here.
Oh,
It's just been here.
so that motherfucker didn't accomplish his goal, did it?
Nope, no
Because
offense.
But no,
America
actually-
looks like some shit right now.
he accomplished his goal. His goal
Oh,
was
it's
simple.
division.
Not to make
what
America
he
great
did.
again, though.
His only goal was to say, "Look at Dad, you ain't never was president." Because
Probably
think about
so.
it, he was in the shadows of his father. You always keep talking this. He always want to claim he's self-made. Your father gave you 20 million.
Got a point.
How you
I never
self-made?
thought of that shit.
So it was. Because that's the only difference between his father and him. Y'all both was businessmen. You took your father money. He wrote it off as a loan. You never paid him back. You took that and grew a business. And you never... He had more failing businesses than successful businesses. So the only claim to fame he can say to his father is, I was president. What was you? Because you didn't want the job. It was a... Who takes a pay cut?
I'm so
What
stupid.
millionaire want to work for $400,000?
I picked up the crunchiest fucking snack I've
Yeah,
been thinking.
that's
good.
That was stupid. I took these gummy bears.
Like, think about it. What millionaire you want to get a day job? If you was a millionaire, would you take a day job?
Fuck him.
Absolutely not. That was first of all, he gave away all his money because there was no money to give.
I don't want a fucking day job now.
Exactly. So
Speaking
who
of
the
which,
fuck you know got a big one day
Pause,
job?
brother, man. I need y'all to go to cutsbykb.com.
So he don't have to have a day job.
Day jobs fucking suck. You know, buy some of this shit I got for you. You know. Nah,
With your day job
I
paycheck.
appreciate the fuck out of it. Yeah, with your paycheck from your day job.
So I don't gotta have one. Goddamn right.
That's how our game works.
It is.
Sounds like the fucking American dream to me. Hey man,
Right. That's making America
you
great
sell
again.
Shit. Yep. There you go. Make America great again.
Buy
Go
this
to
shit.
buykb.com.
Yeah.
So what about that motherfucker again?
That motherfucker is insane. I don't think he gave a fuck. I think he took it. Like, I think he, when he first ran, I think in his mind he was like, "Are y'all gonna not put me in? So I'm gonna have a story to tell. I'm gonna be able to go on my reality show and tell y'all how America robbed y'all opportunity for me being this great guy." Then you got the job, realize that shit paid $400,000, and you like, that won't even won't put gas in my plane.
He's such a baby.
Right? You like, this shit
He's
won't
a
even put
big-
gas in my plane.
He's
What
a
the fuck am I
big ass
doing?
orange baby.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Thailand, shit ain't good.
He gets on my phone. He's lit.
Yo.
That he really threw a fucking. He said, "Fuck them, I'm leaving."
Right, I'm not going to the inauguration.
I'm not shaking
Fuck
hands, ain't
yeah.
showing them around
I
shit.
don't like
I
y'all.
ain't
Wipe
no
this, show
gifts,
them
no
around,
nothing.
nothing.
Right. I
I'm
want to
not-
know. I just want to know what the divorce settlement, whatever the hell her name is, because it whatever. Melania,
Yeah.
Ivanka, yeah, whatever. I want to know what the divorce settlement gonna be, because I know they paid her well to stay in that bullshit
They
for
said
them
she
4
didn't
years.
sleep in the same room.
Yeah, hell no. She was in New York. She went in the same state.
But when she did say that, she stayed in like the main presidential room.
Yeah, that
She
one was
stayed in, like,
downstairs.
A library
Yeah,
that
I
made into a
wouldn't
room
stay
or
with
some
his
shit like
ass.
that.
Yeah, she got paid well off that motherfucker. That is a come up offer.
Trump ain't clapped no cheeks in the White House in 4 years. Like, he ain't get no
Nah,
cheeks.
nah.
Man,
He was
if
fucking
I-
in New York. My man said he had a New York whore.
You don't let me get to sleep, man. It's gonna be semen everywhere.
In the Lincoln bedroom. Yes, I
Everywhere.
busted there.
Everywhere.
In Barack's basketball court. Got your
They
team.
removed that. They removed that.
We talking
Yeah, I
about
know.
major
Of course they
drip.
did. They put a bowl on some shit.
Major drip all over the way out.
Get some gummies, yo.
You my gummy bear.
Gummy
Gummy
sandwich.
bears one of my favorite things.
Hate them goddamn things.
Then you dropping them, nigga. Give
I
me
got,
that.
I got 3 gummies on the floor, man. I ain't eating
Oh,
no shit, though.
Right.
You just wasted 12 cents, nigga. You know shit is high now.
Know this nigga Julius off of
Right.
Anyway, Chris and shit.
What?
Goddamn Julius over 12 cents worth of gummies.
I ain't never paid much more attention to my mother than I do now.
And it's a wild shit, y'all. I was telling you, I
Oh,
said,
God.
damn, I ain't never been this cheap in my life. This shit hurt me to spend, but I be bad as shit. Man, that's just, my account just.
It hurts me to spend money on me.
Yeah.
That's how he is.
I don't know. Fuck that shit.
I think about this shit like all my money literally goes, if it's not going to my bills and my kids and shit like that, it's going into other ways to make me money sometimes. But like other than that, like I ain't bought a pair of shoes all year. I mean, I know this year just started, but
Yeah, it definitely just started.
it's probably like 6 months ago. I bought a pair of butters, but I never wore them because my
It's
feet
just
hurt.
$200, man. I want something boy.
Right.
Dang.
I've been talking about butters for 3 years now. I'm like,
Yeah.
they ain't had butter since the 90s and shit.
That shit had my
Don't
feet
be that
hurt,
way.
and you know what I mean, talking to a nigga, with only 1 foot. So
So
I ain't got that kind of time to take that kind of extra pain. I
Right.
don't. Fuck that shit. They have
my
it.
one
Fuck
foot
them
got
butters.
very comfortable.
My
I'm
dumb
not
ass
fucking
came in
with
this bitch. My feet was on fire.
it. Yeah.
even the fucking fake one felt like it was burning the fuck up.
Just moderated over.
Yeah, man, I was doing fucking research and shit on myself again the other night. And fucking phantom
Phantom
shit, it really just mimics my, like, I can still feel, like, a lot of my leg.
Yeah.
So if most of the majority of the time, I feel like my foot getting stepped on a lot, repeatedly.
Because you feel it in the phantom limb.
Yeah,
So is this leg
Bites.
a calf area?
it feels like it. See, the thing, like, I don't know, you've probably never seen me do it, but I've definitely swiped down.
Reaching.
Yeah.
No.
Like, just because sometimes it's so far out of my brain. Like, damn, fucking.
I thought you
I'm
was
sorry.
taking your
It
nose.
won't work.
Like, look, I
Dust
forgot.
is not even something.
My bad.
Dust, dust today.
So, like, it's like the sensation is still there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try to wiggle my toes. But that shit is extremely difficult.
I get it.
I don't know what-
I don't see how you can.
For real. For some strange reason, I be thinking to myself, like, especially like when I'm high and shit. Like, now.
Absolutely.
I be like, I wonder if I can wiggle my toe and if I can feel even a smidget of an inklet of this sensation moving around, motherfucker. I won!
Yeah.
I look for small victories in every fucking thing.
Small victories for the win.
Yeah. I'm just that competitive, I guess. Whatever. So,
You gotta do it. You gotta wiggle.
I don't know, man. Y'all fucked
One
up
of
my
those
thumb.
things. Them gummy bears fucked it up. Don't blame it on us.
It is. I just want to eat the gummy bears.
Right, that's
I'm
all.
like, oh.
It's over for the day the gummies are in.
Yeah,
Like,
gummy bears
fuck
good
y'all
as
niggas.
shit.
I want these gummies.
I don't know. The gummy bears are good as shit. Y'all eat
Everything
them.
good when you high.
Yeah.
What's the flavor?
I just want a lunch meat sandwich now, some good ass chips.
The best sandwich you ever ate.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Man, make this sandwich.
Speaking of
Fucking
sandwiches,
them muscles. Is this Dijon, motherfucker? It's special.
I wanted the goddamn sub from goddamn Buy Right today.
They so sick of you
Somebody
East Baltimore
posted and said-
motherfuckers talk about buy right. Anytime I go to work, that's all the fuck I hear.
You must have
better
missed
get a
out,
sandwich.
huh?
And I
don't
ain't
even
ate meat in
eat
2
meat,
years.
so-
So I'm like, fuck y'all, because I missed the window. Fuck y'all. That's all I hear about is
So
motherfucking
somebody
subs.
posted that the
They
person
were
that was
amazing.
making the cold cuts at Buy Right work at Weiss.
So everybody moved over.
I hope so,
Yeah,
because
somebody
somebody got to get them
posted
cold
that.
cuts.
No, it was this old white lady. That's the only one I like to make in my sandwich. Like she been there since Buy.
Was buy before the right
Yeah,
day.
it was just Buy.
Just
like,
Buy.
you can't shut these
I
up.
ain't ate that. I ain't had one in years either, though, because I'm not
People
going
be
in
mad.
there.
Motherfuckers get to a tizzy.
When are they closing?
They going out of business.
That's what I said.
Oh, they closed?
the 17th.
Oh shit, it's
They
over.
closed already.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry, man.
Oh, so
Damn
that was
it.
past tense. I thought it was like closing.
Nah, this is
Hold up,
17th was the
what?
last day.
Well, I'm telling you, somebody posted. I don't know if it's more than one person that make
I got a
good,
client that work there.
whatchamacallits. They said the Weiss on Fullerton, that person now works there.
So you should have jumped ship. The sandwiches is moved. The sandwiches is back
Sandwiches
open.
moving
The
up
sandwiches
back
is
Right,
back
cold
moved.
cuts are now.
You learned something again
Weiss
today.
on
See?
Fullerton. Well, what's
That's
that?
that's
In the
Bel
Fullerton.
Air
Oh,
Road.
that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where that's at.
That's when she
That's
jumped up.
fine.
But hold,
Right,
why are we talking about food? Can you please explain to me what the fuck is going on with the taco truck?
It's disgusting.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
I ain't seen nobody line up like that since niggas was selling
line be
dope.
long as shit.
Wait, the line be down the block both directions. I was like,
Yo.
which way they hitting from?
So this girl, she sent me
It's
like,
terrible,
she like,
don't worry about it.
get us some tacos, and she sent me like the page, but I didn't read like the bio, like
Right.
what it was. I thought it was just something. All right, I'm gonna grab something, some shit like that. So I'm directions GPS. Oh, it's up at the barbershop.
Right.
It's mobile right
I'm
here.
right by.
I'm looking for a whole store where I walk.
Green
It's-
truck.
It was
They
raining
got,
and
they
shit
got
like that.
signage too. At
Yeah,
that on
like
the
they-
pole.
dude, they
Dude,
be jumping
then
off.
I'm like,
Yo.
that's a truck. Like, I'm not about to stand outside. So I came inside and waited. And he gave me the breakdown of it, and I debated, like, man, I'm gonna take his advice or don't want to try it.
Did you
I
try the
didn't try
tacos?
it. I went and got something safe. I went and got something safe to eat. Like, I know I won't be disappointed and shit like that. So I said I haven't tried.
What you
it.
got? Churros?
No. I didn't get nothing from there at all. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza.
What did you have from there that was gross?
The tacos.
Like, was it just like not good or like,
It
just regular?
It was regular as shit. It wasn't even. It was bland as fuck.
Oh.
It was like
Dude,
Honestly,
people-
it was white people food to me. If I
White
ain't never
season.
personally been to the
White
truck
people
myself,
food.
yeah,
What is that? Like,
not delicious, motherfucker.
what is it? Casserole?
Not flavorful at all.
Not seasoned
Yeah,
well.
it's not flavorful. Like, and that's what, and I've never personally been to the truck because I don't go there. I don't do that type of stuff.
Yo, but
But when everybody
Mine
was
be
bring
crazy.
me food from there, I was asked like, man, who the fuck is on that truck? There's a bunch of Mexicans there now. They all white.
So, all right.
They all
Well,
white.
good to know, 'cause we don't try.
Yeah, because I'm damn sure every
Yeah,
time
man.
I leave the shop, I'm like, damn, they're that line again.
One of my
They
clients,
be heavy.
Heavy, both directions,
oh
sideways.
yeah, it should be all over the place. It be people going all over, everybody coming to barber shop like, oh, all these fucking cars out here. I thought the barber shop was packed, man. All day down that
For the
motherfucker.
taco man. And so they
Taking
got
up my
white
space.
Mexicans down there. Okay.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I can't. Damn,
And I've
that's-
never personally met anybody that said anything when it was good.
For real.
Except for a half white person.
Okay. And seasoning is
So,
seasoning is
honestly,
a real thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a real thing. We definitely that is a cultural thing. food, yeah.
Yeah. And that food was
Yeah,
terrible.
that's like the seafood salad with the peas in it.
It tastes like it tastes
Say what?
like.
Yeah, man.
From where about?
When the
Yeah.
last time you had
Yeah,
boiled
that's
chicken?
Bull chicken.
Did you not? Did you didn't put on the grill after?
See,
See,
that's what the fuck the chicken
No,
tastes
but,
like.
look, that's that question about macaroni. Is it a meal or is it a
That
side?
shit is
You know, it's a
fine.
side for us. It's a meal for
They got that
our other
motherfucker.
cultures.
Yeah, they got that motherfucker getting rich, selling hella
So
tacos.
it wasn't no grill. They didn't throw that bitch in the
That shit,
sizzle.
it didn't taste
They ain't
like
get
it.
no none of that.
Nah, it was just like a regular ass, bland ass piece of chicken. Well, I mean, chopped chicken. It didn't look like it was seasoned, grilled, or nothing. Honestly, like,
Sorry, taco truck.
cause if
gonna be
you
enough.
grill it, the grill already gonna give it a
Right.
You
some
better
type
give me
of-
something
yeah.
from the whatever the ever meat you put on that motherfucker.
Right, like the
Anyway.
grill gonna already give it a
It's
kick.
not-
Man, this shit don't taste
Whatever
like nothing.
oil you put on
This
it.
tastes like you seasoned the chicken real quick and threw it in water. So all the seasoning is
Go
gone.
away.
Yeah, like that's what that shit tastes like. It's like
Clean this
this.
up real quick.
Yeah, like all the
Like
seasoning
they put
is
their salt and
gone.
pepper on there.
Yeah, it's probably chicken breast. So you chop half the shit you chop, they ain't got fucking flavor on it anyway.
We're still too light skinned.
Oh.
Yeah,
Light skinned chicken. We like
Light-skinned
light skinned
shit
chicken.
with
We
some-
need a little
with a
yellow,
bunch of
orange, little sun.
Colorful little shit.
Like,
on
man,
it.
you in the freaking season all capital of the world. What are you talking about? How you selling people anything in Maryland without Old Bay on it? You should be beat
That
with a
had-
stick.
Yeah, they had no kick, no nothing.
nothing.
Like
Mm.
I
Come on,
haven't
people. This is America.
experienced
season.
anything good from there.
That's crazy. But the lines, man, the lines be crazy.
I don't
Line to
even,
make
like
you
my
think.
client that brought me this shit. I don't even know what the fuck she ordered, but like, cause she had hit me on Instagram. Like she tagged me in a little boomerang shit. Like I'm down the street. You want something to eat? I'm like, yeah.
Right, absolutely.
But like, and so she brought me some food, and I was like, thank you. And me, I already knew this shit wasn't gonna be good. I think I tried to warn her, but like, I already knew this shit really wasn't gonna be that good. But free food, like, like
When you have
oh,
this
yeah.
hard of a judgment of some shit that was free, that shit ain't right.
Yeah, like shit.
Because
I
free
already
makes
saved
it
my
instantly
money.
better.
Yep, I'm gonna save
Better
my
than if I ever
motherfucking
spent
money.
my money on
I'm
it.
gonna eat these bland ass tacos, but guess what, motherfucker? I
I'm
won't
not
be
going
hungry. And I saved some money. But after she ate hers, she went on a long ass rant on her Instagram.
For real. About how nasty it
I
was.
was snatching the shit was.
Wow.
She was tagging her sister. And she's like, my barber warned me. Like,
Yeah.
I should have known fucking better. Like, that
Oh,
shit
man.
was terrible. No
This,
flavor,
what's
no
your-
kick, no twang, no swing. You know how fucking girls be
Right.
talking
All
about,
the top. But
Yeah.
bananas.
Oh, yeah. That shit was hilarious. And I'm like, I told you. I told you this shit wasn't all that.
Speaking of food, you know,
That shit was bland.
the man he opened the city up Friday.
That's what's up.
Oh, the light bulb? Your man like a fucking light bulb? Let's talk about that. I'm sorry. That motherfucker like a light bulb. That nigga like Michael Evans. Cut that shit out, man. Cut that. Please. Tag that man so you need to open up your book so that man can get a motherfucking haircut. That shit looks stupid.
Yeah, he definitely got.
My
the-
man looks stupid as a song bitch. Like a goddamn lollipop.
He definitely
That
got, he
shit
definitely
look
got like
dumb.
If he can give me, if he give me free handicap placards, I
Right, you need to look out. Hey,
He never
it's
does,
the man. You need to come through, man. You need to get that shit
I
together.
don't, yeah, just give me my own personalized one and say, K, as long as this motherfucker's known as KB, come motherfucking cuts or whatever you want to motherfucking call him.
Yo, what?
He's handicapped, he can park wherever the fuck he want to. Like, if I can do that, Mr. What's his name? Brandon Scott. You
It's
get
the man.
you
Come
get
on,
free
Mr.
haircuts.
It's
nigga.
so,
Cut that shit, man.
it's so weird. He said outdoor dining is permitted at 50%.
Outdoor dining.
It's cold.
Hold on. He said
It's
I'm reading it right now. It said outdoor dining, and so outdoor dining. Some places got like
Yeah,
the
the
tents over.
Man, you sit inside the bubble.
The flaps got to be. So you got to have your triple bubble goose on the whole
The
time.
flaps got to be open.
The flaps got to be.
Oh hell no.
He said,
Mr. Man, cut that shit.
He said the
Shut that
flaps
shit
got to
right
be
there.
open. The max time is 1 hour.
Shut that shit right there. Come
So
on.
just is
Shut it
the
down.
service might be bad. So in 45 minutes, I mean,
Man, come on, man. My food gonna be
He's trying to
cold.
blow my
Coming in
biscuits
cold.
off the table,
Right.
guys.
Shut that shit down. Shut it down. Shut it
Still
down.
not.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it
Especially
down. We good.
That's still
We
not.
good.
Steakhouse.
We gonna go to the county like you did.
And-
We gonna go to the county to eat like you did.
he said indoor dining is at 25%, with a max time that you can be there is 1 hour. And that's in the city. It's not in the county.
Yeah, I'm
City-
saying he eat the
City
county, but we eat it.
restaurants,
So you gonna bring
city
your ass.
restaurants are getting killed right
Yes.
now.
Yeah, it's fucked
Yo,
up.
and what made me
It's
go
fucked
to
up.
that right now, Jimmy Seafood, I go there sometimes. He said it wasn't like firing nobody. He just like 2 hours ago got a GoFundMe page. Help save Baltimore restaurants and bars.
Yeah, he
Check
giving the
change
money to our
lives.
people.
Please help us.
Yeah, he giving money to. Now, Jimmy's ain't shit, but at the
That
same
food is
time,
amazing.
yeah, but
I
like,
love that
yeah,
lobster. I bought some crab
just
meat,
good.
some
But
smoked
you
crab
know what
meat,
it is?
some shrimp, some egg rolls the other day.
Yeah. Jimmy, Jimmy's like what's his name? Loafers. Like Loafers food is good, but
Jimmy's
it's the
not
shit.
like Loafers.
It's the shit behind the
Loafers,
scene.
You can get shot, stabbed, and set on fire out that bitch. You
Hold
still
on.
have a ball.
But hold on.
You still have a ball.
Hey,
out
Scott Shrimp is
there.
banging, but that motherfucker piece of shit. Yo, dude is a piece of shit.
Yo.
Fuck dude, but them stuff shrimp
Yo,
banging.
Loafers was my skill. The day that Loafers burned down, me and my
Sad
brother,
as a bitch,
we
man.
we was going out there. I was at the parking lot across the street at fucking Applebee's. Like, it's fucking burning down. What the fuck? We know it's insurance fraud.
Yeah. You're slightly cut that shit out. But y'all a whole piece of shit though. Everybody know you're a piece of shit. But anyway,
Yo.
you act like you don't like black people, but you like black people money. You're a piece of shit for that.
For Loafers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're a whole piece of shit.
I had to go out there because like
No, he's not.
You're a whole piece of shit. Absolutely.
You can't say.
he was on record. He was on record racist.
Nah, yeah,
Hey man,
100%.
you
You're a
don't
whole
see
piece of
that,
shit.
Come on now, you don't see that color when it's green.
Yeah,
Of
he
course
knew
you
though.
don't.
But that's the problem. You
Yo,
shouldn't.
fuck
But you
who money
can't talk
is.
shit.
Give it
You
to
can't
me.
talk shit without
And
money.
fuck
That's some
y'all.
bullshit.
But yeah, I was mad about that. Loafers.
That's why they turned Golden Dragon into a club. Fucking with you.
Yeah, Golden Dragon is cool.
They turned Golden Dragon into a club. I can't believe it.
Man, that
That's
chicken
something-
fried rice is amazing.
I hope they got new cooks because that bitch was just a Chinese spot. It was shit.
But West Baltimore's too far for all the nice spots. Yo, they got some nice ass spots. Like,
They do got good food.
where you going at? What's the Wednesday Inn?
That's a long ride, drunk nigga back east.
Yo.
This ain't got to come back off that
What?
town, huh?
Can I crash?
I don't know. That is a long ass ride coming back east.
It's a couple of spots. Like, it's a hookah spot out there in Woodlawn. Somebody like, God damn, man. Fuck. I guess I can come. Like,
That's how I
crash.
feel.
Like,
I feel East Baltimore the same way. I was like, I only come to East Baltimore for work. They got to cut me a check. It got to be $1 on the table. But it's funny because we feel the same way about West Baltimore. I fucking hate the Wizards. I hate Corinthians. I will never go on Golden Dragon.
What's the
Fuck them fucks. All them bitches.
What's the spot up in the Identity? I fuck Identity. I ain't been in
It
a
ain't
while.
bad. Yeah,
Identity,
yeah.
it'd be cool. It's a little tight in there.
It was
but
Knicks and shit. It
Yeah.
been like 9,000 names with sisters and shit. Hey, Week is a new name.
Right.
Hey, Week that bitch a new name. But hey, y'all need to clean that shit up too, man. Last time I was in that bitch, y'all had wood furniture with plastic wrap on it. That shit was crazy. How get that shit together, man?
Huh?
Oh,
What
God.
was that?
We went there with your father thing. You ain't noticed that had some bullshit ass wood shit. Man, y'all need to stop doing all this.
I
You don't.
remember.
I don't
really
drink.
don't
I don't do
drink.
anything.
I don't
Oh, shit,
remember
like-
none of
Y'all know
that.
that. I'm sitting
I
there
had
just
about
like,
4 Long Island
Right,
that
I
night.
don't
nigga.
know what the hell he talking about.
Nigga,
Man,
I ain't paying no
decorate up.
attention.
You
All right.
right.
cause you know you go in the spots normally
Just a
it's dark,
drink
the
and
lights
walk away.
off,
I
it's
only
kind of
know they
set.
That shit jumped out. That shit jumped out.
Yeah, that shit, I'm sitting this bitch, the walls white. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this shithole? Like, nigga, I money,
take a
money
drink or
back.
something, you analyzing shit.
Nigga,
That's why you can't grow with.
Right.
Can't grow with people that don't do no drugs,
Right.
you know.
But you don't
He
You
don't
don't smoke, you don't, you don't
Nothing.
smoke, you don't
Nothing.
drink.
Again,
Nothing.
Nothing.
we've been
I
trying
want
to
to smoke right now.
we been trying to get a homeboy of ours to
Indulge.
drink for the longest time. I'm like, yo, you drinking one of our funerals or something like that? Like,
Going out when it's over?
Like,
You owe me this one when it's over. You owe me
Oh,
this.
I mean,
We've
what?
been together 18 years. We've been together
Never?
18
Never?
years. He has had a
That's a
total of
strong-
2 drinks.
I was saying, 18 years, you ain't never had a
18
drink. I'm about to say
18
shit.
years.
No, but that was like last
We
month.
was on vacation.
That was recent.
One, I had him. He got a drink. We was on the beach. We was on vacation. That was one.
Was it like at a resort or?
Yeah.
we was
Nigga, I'm drinking water down
Yeah,
the
we
bitch.
was for real.
Wait a minute, we walking down the drink. I mean, walking down the beach. He was like, "I think I'm drunk," and I'm like, "That's
You got more
impossible."
beach
But
water
he
than
don't
you drink,
drink, so
right?
he
Like, what's up,
probably
my
was.
blood?
He probably was drunk because he don't drink. And
Yeah.
I think two
Yeah,
other
no,
times
jet
he
ski
had
and
like
that
a
shit.
half a glass of champagne. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You said one drink or like a couple sips.
Huh?
I might have missed something.
It was one drink on the
Okay.
beach,
What
and
kind of
then
drink was
two
it?
other times I don't remember, but two
Some
other
lemonade. It was
times
icy. That
It
shit was
was-
like a slushy.
it was a
Yeah,
slushy
it was
drink.
watered down by
Oh, shit,
that
that's
time.
even
Yeah, it was
worse.
slushy.
So he drank it, and I could taste the alcohol, but I knew that he had to be drunk because he don't drink.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
I got nerdy on jet
Right.
skis. I was on jet skis in ocean water. I almost died and shit.
That is
Salt cutting through my body and whatnot.
Nothing.
I can imagine y'all arguments when you come home drunk. Oh my God.
Oh,
Can
it's
you imagine?
too
Like,
loud.
it's always that sober motherfucker.
Right.
You mad as shit. Like,
But it works
look.
out for me because that means when we go out, I could have a fucking ball because I got a whole designated
Yeah.
driver and everything. And it's my husband, so he
I'm
gonna
only
make sure
invited
it's
to the
good.
party because that reason.
Right.
That shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
And you bring
Show-
CBA, yeah.
Chauffeur, body. Yeah, you play bodyguard.
Right.
Uber
are the
drive
black
and shit.
Kevin
with no-
Costner.
I don't get no fees and shit. I don't get no
Kevin.
stars and nothing.
Turn into the car, make sure I'm good.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a accessory.
Right.
That should be driving. That should be funny though. You turn around, everybody lit, and you got this one
He
motherfucker with the
analyzing the
cranberry juice.
furniture.
Oh, they give me a Sprite. That's
Right.
good.
You looking at the furniture.
That's what he do. I be fucked up. He be.
Yeah, that shit was crazy though. I'm thinking like that. Like,
But then,
I look at shit from a business standpoint. Like, you think if you got a business, you would want your business to represent you. I watching that motherfucker like this don't represent a dog. Who the fuck did this shit?
Oh my
like,
God.
nigga, did a 3-year-old paint this bitch? Like, I'm sitting there like, the fuck? Yeah, again.
I ain't noticed nothing about no paint, no
Shit, that's like,
kids,
we went to
no
the comedy
nothing.
show down
running
Laura.
like red carpet or some shit.
I don't know.
That shit raggedy as shit, man. That
No,
shit
that comedy place down.
Comedy
Laurel,
spot
you
down
can't-
Laurel,
you
though?
can't-
Fuck you. If y'all ain't never been to Comedy Factory and y'all ain't noticed that shit I noticed, it ain't just me.
Yeah, no, everybody knows.
Yo, we in
that
there with
shit.
these two, like they sit with these two girls. We're in that bitch laughing.
You guys sit at the table. With other
Yo, they got
people.
trash bags. They took trash bags and stapled them to some wood pallets.
Oh, wow.
And that's your table.
That was the table.
The first time we went see Money
we
Mike.
done seen Mike Epps,
we seen that. It's a
D.L.
shithole.
Hughley,
All It's the only thing
everybody.
on Main Street.
Well,
This shit is funny.
y'all did a laugh, so that was a good
How
Oh, yeah.
did it?
It was a
And
stellar
everybody that came
performance.
out said something about the police.
Nigga, yo, Cat Williams said, "Where the fuck am I at? A bootleg theater?" He said, "That's when y'all watch bootleg movies in a dark hat. What the fuck is
That's
this
what
shit?"
it looked like.
Yo, he did like when he like you could see he
You
didn't
said
know
bootleg movies.
a
and what?
bootleg movie theater. Like you watch bootleg movie theaters in this bitch.
Bootleg movies.
Yeah, man, that shit was fun.
Could be in this.
Dude, it was some raggedy
It
shit.
could. Maybe that's
There's
the
market for
purpose.
everything.
Maybe
Nigga.
that's it's a comedy
But
club. We
the-
wanted to talk about this, but we want people to come
Yeah.
to this
And
shit.
the
Yeah.
tickets was
And
reasonable
that's like that place
prices,
where it's
and it
called
was always
Dick's.
packed.
Dick's Last Resort.
Oh.
I've been there before. Like, who the fuck you calling a bitch?
You talking Dick's halfway in?
Whatever it is.
Oh, no,
wherever
no,
they get paid.
No, Dick's Last Resort.
Wherever they
was
get
on,
paid, the customers up.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't talk about.
Phillips.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
with
all right,
yeah,
you're patronizing my business, so I can piss you off.
But you want to eat this food?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're gonna eat.
Yeah.
It ain't
Yeah.
gonna pay.
And I didn't. Here's your check.
Yeah, like disruptive marketing works.
Sometimes it does, because I ain't gonna lie.
Sometimes
That
you
was the
just
best
need that.
comedy shows I've seen ever, but it was a shithole. They had the Chinese lady selling bootleg pocketbooks in the
Where was
lobby.
Yeah.
Down Laurel.
I think they got
It's called Jokes on
now.
Us.
That was years
It was called
ago.
Jokes on
I've
Us.
been out. The
Well,
only
Ryan
spot
was
I've been
a
out to
baby.
Laurel was called Sobe Lounge.
Yeah, I know you're talking- yeah.
That's cool. That's the only spot I've been down
Yeah,
there.
they had the.
It's probably gone because it was called Jokes on Us.
We was going
Jokes,
in,
yeah,
but Ryan
Jokes
was
on
a
Us.
baby.
But they always have real comedians, no bullshit comedians. But it literally was somewhere like the Chinese lady was selling bootleg handbags in the lobby. It was some real shit. Fake Gucci Louis, you can get your fresh on. This shit was crazy. I'm like, this can't be for real. But they always had top notch comedy. They all the best comedians.
Always crowded.
Wow.
Line
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah, you got to stand in line like 2 hours to get in the bitch.
Yeah.
But it was so raggedy, motherfucker,
We
man.
went there quite a few times.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all a secret?
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go on.
I'm looking at the clock like,
See,
what time we
like-
gonna wrap this shit up?
I got
I got a day job,
I'm like, I'm
motherfucker.
hungry.
I got a real day job. Your ass ain't gotta go. You can wake up when you want to.
I told you.
Tomorrow? Yeah, I can. I'm off.
I told you. I know you.
I'm off tomorrow, and
The
I'm
same
ready
day your
to
ass
go.
off too. You stayed employee.
Yeah, only thing I'm doing tonight. Well, only thing I'm doing tomorrow is dropping my baby off. I am gonna cut off all his head because he looks crazy, and then I'm going back home getting in the fucking bed. Well, that folks, that's been another episode of Cussing Shit. I hope you motherfuckers enjoyed. It's been a fucking pleasure. Now, I think I got it down. Nigga, follow us on motherfucking Instagram at Cussing Shit. That's KUTZNSHIT _podcast, bitches.
Cuts and shit.
Follow us on that if you need haircuts and all that other good shit. I be trying to motivate motherfuckers on my personal page too. Follow my fucking barber page. That's Cuts by KB. No, that's my hashtag, whatever. But this is fucking KB Cuts, KB _KUTZ. And last but not motherfucking least, go to cutsbykb.com.
I'm gonna come on here and sell some shit because he's selling too much shit. I'm gonna sell some shit.
All right.
We got a
Business,
hashtag.
man.
Of
Yo,
nothing.
speaking of selling shit, right? I had an epiphany one day. I'm sorry, I know I said we was leaving.
Okay.
I had an epiphany one day, right? I stood like upstairs. I took a few steps away from my station, maybe a few steps to the left. I looked at the left. I looked at the right. And I even looked fucking behind me again. I just did a complete 360.
Okay, I know what you're about to say. Go ahead.
And I said, nigga, I'm surrounded by money. You know how like it's like a well or some one of them weird things that like all the fucking legs go into one thing.
Right.
Oh my god! I got products over there. I got a fucking candy machine over there. I got products over here. And I'm the owner, bitches. They got a big for it all around me, motherfucker. Oh my god, it was beautiful.
Look, making America great again. One cut at a time.
Yeah, now go to cutsbykb.com so I ain't gotta cut some of these motherfuckers' hair though.
Absolutely.
This shit hurts. But yeah, y'all be great now. Yeah, thank y'all for listening. We out of this bitch. Go press stop one thing, nigga.
That'll be
Go,
edited
man.
out. Or maybe it won't be.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna edit this part out. This is classic. Bye bye now.